Yeah, I had the mic muted. My fault, y'all. I had to end a lot. I didn't want to get. Hey man, TikTok be wilding. TikTok be wilding. TikTok be hella sensitive. TikTok be hella sensy. TikTok be hella sensitive, so we ain't doing it. We ain't doing it. Uh, I'm not playing with them, man. I'm not playing with them, man. I'm not playing with them. They not TikTok not about to do this to me. Not today, Satan. Hey, I appreciate y'all though, man. We in this thing. We back. We back like we never left. Mm-hmm. Hey, y'all got to stop testing me though on some real shit. I gotta have better impulse control. That's why. I don't feel like that was impulsive though. It was off the top though, but it wasn't impulsive. Oh yeah, exactly, Tiff. Exactly. I was like, this nigga gonna report it. So they are. It's my bad. I gotta be an adult. I have to be the adult in the situation. That's my fault. It's my bad. I blame myself. I appreciate it though. I appreciate it. That's my bad. I apologize. I apologize. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. All right. What's good, man? What you want?
Man,
What
you
you
be
want to
leaving
say?
these guys traumatized, man.
They do. They be traumatized. They be mad. They be mad all the time. I know. I love it though.
Hey.
I love it.
Oh man, this is funny
It's crazy. But what do you feel about the topic, brother?
to me. Well, I, I believe that you're wrong Men definitely can give women advice, especially let's talk about communication, being direct sometimes. A lot of women often appreciate the nuance when men sometimes miss the subtle hints. So what women can do is they can be more direct about certain things if a guy's interested, if they're interested in a guy or not, because sometimes they don't know how to be direct and be like, you know what, I'm not trying to be in a relationship with you like that because they're not really invested in the guy. So the guy sometimes don't get the little subtle hints and they're looking for something more direct. So I would tell women be more direct and let that guy know you're just not interested. I think women get a little nervous just being more direct.
I don't think women have a problem with that. To be honest with you, being direct with men and telling
So
them they
explain
can't,
explain to me how.
because they can't be direct. First and foremost, if a woman's
You
not
said
being
they
direct with the
can't
man,
be.
they can't be.
They,
There's a reason why
okay, so
women don't aren't really direct all the time. Sometimes they can be, but generally speaking, if they're not being direct with the man, if they're not directly turning down the man, it's because they are afraid of the violence. They're afraid of the retribution, so they can't be direct. They have to coddle, they have to stroke, they have to be, they got to do that. They have to do that.
is that the misogyny speaking? They have to. Now they have to.
What? What misogyny? What you
No, I'm
talking about?
saying like because you're saying because they're women, and now you're saying because they have to do that. I mean, now it's just based on because they're women that they have to do that. I
Because
believe it'll
men
save
are
them. It'll save them
inherently
in a lot of situations that they don't have to be in because the longer something goes on and it becomes unchecked, then they can be putting themselves more at risk. But you're saying no, no, let it go on for a little bit longer and
no.
be
That's not
direct
what I'm
later.
saying. That's not what I'm
Then what are
saying.
you saying?
I'm
Then
just
what are you saying?
answering your why. Like why can't women be more direct? Because of the threat of violence. That's why women can't always be so direct. Almost any time a
But
woman's not being direct with the man typically is rooted
but
in that.
but when it comes to DV, isn't it rooted from being in at least a long term relationship? Like I doubt DV starts off within the first week. I mean, I
Yeah,
can't
so
look at
how
the
would the
stats for
woman
that, but
yeah, so
but what
how would the woman know to leave?
how if she's not interested, leave. Some women let men linger because they're afraid to be direct
Appreciate you, Bianca.
with men.
Um, that doesn't make sense. So abusers talk about this often. If you listen to male abusers, they'll talk about abusive men. They'll talk about how they mask at first for like 2, 3, 4 years, and then the abuse kicks in. So what did you expect the women to do before that?
No, I'm talking about the women that are not interested in the guys, and they're but they're still they're still allowing some kind of friendship to go on when they really don't even want to be friends with them, but they don't know how to be direct and tell them, look, I'm not even interested. When they know the guy is interested, so the guy will linger around and try to create some kind of rapport with that woman, hoping he has a chance. I'm saying, why even let it go that far? And you're telling me, well, it's because they're women and it's in their nature to do that. So that's what they should do to
In their
protect
nature.
themselves. To me, but then that kind of sounds misogynistic, and you don't even see it.
Because you're making it up. That's not that wouldn't be an example of misogyny.
No, these are real situations that go on all the time. So what are you
Hey,
talking
that's
about?
not even what I
But man,
said. But
I
I'm
actually gotta
saying
go,
even
man.
if
I
you
got something I gotta do.
oh, okay.
Uh, yeah, man. Damn, man. I was about to go in. I got some stuff for you though, man, about your topic. But hopefully you have it tomorrow.
Okay. I won't. I don't. Y'all know I can't do the same topics the next day. It's not my. It's not my thing. That's crazy. I don't know what the hell was going on. That was weird. It's crazy how they be trying to flip. Now they're trying to use misogyny. They like just learned the word last week, and now they're trying to apply it. Like, just be like, isn't that misogynistic? Like, nah, that's not. They'll see you like they'll like me as a man. They'll be like, you called that girl stupid. That's misogynistic. I'm like, nah. I just think that girl isn't that smart. Like, what are you talking about? That's not misogyny. I don't think she's not smart because she's a woman. I think she's just not smart. I've called more men not smart than I've called women not smart. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? That's not misogyny. Some people be dumb. Dumb people come in every gender, every color, every creed, every height. It don't matter. Every weight class don't matter. It's a bunch of dummies all around this motherfucker.
Public, what up?
What's good with it, Beezy?
How you doing?
I'm good, man. What's happening with you?
Hey, nothing, man. I agree with this topic, man. We shouldn't be giving women advice. We should actually be giving each other advice. To be honest with you, we actually should be learning how to, do better by our women. We should be learning how to um, not make the mistakes that a lot of our fathers made, and not doing what they were supposed to do, and not sticking in the paint. You know what I'm saying? Not being the men that they needed to be. So for me, I feel like we should start trying to worry about what we're doing as opposed to worrying about what women are doing. Women are doing their thing. They're taking care of their business that they need to take care of. We need to do the same. We need to get on their level. And see, that's the truth of the matter. Nobody wants to talk about. Everybody wants to talk about, this, that, and the third, but we have to do the work on ourselves. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
that's facts.
and and that's what I feel like is missing. We're not holding each other accountable. We want to hold women accountable. We want to tell women pick better. Well, are we picking better? You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
Are we doing what
Hold
we're
on, wait,
supposed
wait,
to
wait,
do?
wait. Are we picking better? I think men
Right.
actually are picking okay. It's
Okay.
not. It's not our. It's not that we don't pick better. It's that we don't do better in the relationship. I think that's our biggest problem.
You think so? Hmm.
1,000%. I think. I think the majority of the. I think. I'll be honest with y'all. I know people are gonna think I'm crazy for this. I don't think that. I don't think arranged marriages. I don't think that arranged marriages or versus you finding your mate. I don't think the likelihood that the likelihood for success matters, and I think it's the same for either one, right? I think it will be the same. I think if you pick two random people on the street that were relatively in the same thing, like same education level, certain markers or whatever, if you pick them and you put them together in a marriage or a relationship, and you or those two people meeting naturally, or two people like them meeting naturally, the success of the relationship would not hinge on either on how either one of those couples met. What I think the relationship would hinge on is how the man treats the woman in either situation. So if you have an arranged marriage and the man is healthy and treats the woman fine, I think that the relationship will be healthy and fine. If you have a marriage where both people met each other in college and they fell in love and blah 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 blah, and the man treats the woman poorly, I think the marriage and the relationship will be poor. You see what I'm saying? But I think the
Yeah, I
vast
understand.
majority of the time, it don't none of that matters. It's really contingent upon the men, how the men act and function within the relationship. I think we could, like I've said this, I've had whole prompts on this, but like men control the key. We have the keys to divorce. Like men like to say women hold the keys to sex and blah, blah. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Can I say
Men
something?
control the keys to divorce. We control the keys. We have the keys to the demise of the relationship. We control the relationship in that regard.
Hey,
How we function, the relationship will function. If we're the higher functioning we are, the higher functioning the relationship will be. That's
yeah,
what
I
I'm
agree
saying.
with you. I agree with you. I thank you so much for letting me up public, man. I ain't gonna hold you, but just keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate you.
No problem, brother. I appreciate you, BZ. Go ahead, Lance. I won't talk when you talk because it's a you got to mute though when you're done because it's an echo.
Hey, you know what? I think it's so funny. Um,
You're breaking up.
I know what you're doing as far as with big.
You're breaking up really
I
bad. You
don't
got to
think
give it a second.
that
Give it a second, Lance.
people disagree.
Give it a second.
I don't think that people disagree.
Lance. We can't hear you. Your phone's breaking up. There's a
Can
hell
you
of
hear
a
me
delay
now?
too, I guess. Yes.
I don't know. I'm not equipped for lives. I don't think I get on. Not
All right.
working.
We hear you. We hear you now. Go ahead, brother.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think. guys give women advice anymore. To be honest with you, I haven't seen anybody giving advice, and I don't know. Maybe it's
Hey Lance, I'm gonna mute you up for a second till your Wi-Fi get better or your phone get better. I don't know what's going on with you. You either on Bluetooth, like I don't know what the fuck's happening, but your audio is abysmal. The crazy thing about you saying you don't think men give women advice is men have tried to give women advice already on this panel, and you literally just sat there and listened to a bunch of men do that. So I don't know why you're saying that. I don't understand why you're saying. I told you just wait around. I told you earlier. You were like, "Oh, I don't see that." And I was like, "Yeah, just wait around. You'll see. They'll do it." And they did it. They did exactly what I said that they would do. They started to give women advice. That's what they do. It's the craziest thing ever. I don't understand it. What up, girl, Meadow?
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
That's good. Yeah, well, I've heard a lot of interesting takes on your prompt here, and I find them, most of them, except for BZ, were quite laughable. And the reason why men cannot give advice to women in dating is because, first of all, their advice is very disingenuous. And most advice comes from a place of things that are just going to be serving to the man, like
Mm-hmm.
you want to be feminine, like they don't even understand the word feminine, right? But they're telling you want to be feminine, you want to be soft, you want to be submissive, you want to smell good, you want to be cooperative. But all of these qualities are direct benefit to him.
Yep.
There's no quality when you listen to men, there's no quality they can tell you about a woman that is actually something within
Beneficial
her
to her beyond the
or beneficial.
relationship. Yeah.
Exactly. It always comes back to these superficial things. And it's something that I had to come to terms with. I'm Gen X. So I didn't know the term until, the past few months as far as pygmesia. But I'm going to tell you, like back in the day, all this stuff that they talk about as far as, being cooperative, non-combatant, be submissive. Like I was that girl. You know what I mean? I was that woman. And I'm here to tell you that that just gets you walked on. That just gets you taken advantage of. So the things that they tell you that they want, that's not even what they want because they get that, and
That's
that's from my
facts.
own personal experience. Like they get that and then they mistreat you. They consider you naive. You don't know what I'm in charge, but that doesn't mean anything. So now you have this new thing where women are starting to understand that. Like, okay, these qualities that they're telling us to have, we have them, but they don't work. So now is, oh, well, you should choose better. So it's always a constant moving of the goalposts to keep what they're talking about going, and once you come to the realization of like, you know what, you can be your own individual person, that you don't have to be so subjectify yourself to these like irrational standards, that you're going to meet better quality of people, period.
Mm-hmm. That's facts. Yeah, that was all facts, girl metal. I appreciate that for sure. 30 round clip. Go ahead, brother.
Yo, my phone had passed away, bro. My bad. I ain't trying to hang up now. I
You
wasn't
good?
running in there. My phone passed.
I thought you just
So
left.
you
I don't know. Hmm.
no, I don't run. I don't
I
run at
didn't say
all.
run. I just
Um,
thought you left. Like I don't care. Yeah, I thought you just
okay,
dropped because you had
okay.
stuff to do.
Like
Go ahead.
so passive aggressive. The thing about it is this though. So I got a daughter, right? So you telling me
Hmm.
that I can't give my daughter advice
Nope.
on if she wants to pursue a young man or a young man pursue
Nope.
her? I can't I
I,
can't
I,
give my
I've
daughter
I've said
advice when
this.
she comes to that age.
I've stated this at least 5 times already. You can give advice to a person. You can give advice to a woman that you know personally, a girl you know, no doubt about it. Interpersonal, somebody you know personally. Makes perfect sense. I'm good with that. You, though, 30 round clip, should never think that you could stand in front of a group of women and offer them any advice that the majority of them don't already know.
I never said I would though. I never
But
said
this
I
is
would.
what the prompt is about, though.
Yeah.
So I'm talking. This is what the prompt says. I'm just talking about men in general, women in general. I never said you can't give advice to a woman specifically. I never said that.
Okay. Also, all right, I have one request. All right.
Okay.
Can you please tell your ladies to stay off of my page
Nope.
trolling me, bro? They are
Absolutely
going
not.
crazy. And I don't like it. And I'm becoming uncomfortable.
I got you,
I have
fam. I cannot and will. I'm like, and I don't want to say this, but the man, the saying is gold. Can't stop, won't stop. No
no,
Diddy though.
that's Diddy. That Diddy saying, bro.
I know. I'm
No
saying
Diddy.
the man. I don't like the man, but the saying is gold. Can't stop, won't stop. Like I can't. I ain't about to stop him. I can't. What the fuck am I gonna say? Why y'all be thinking I'm the? I'm not the guru. Like these women is they are their own people, brother. That is the thing. Like that's the thing that y'all don't be understanding. We have the women that rock with me. They know we got this relationship, and our relationship is we just all friends and we all equals. Like I ain't over them. They not following me. Like I ain't no motherfucking messiah. I'm just a regular dude, and we all good. What you want me to? All the women don't go on 30 round clips page and da 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 da. Like I don't. They ain't
Bro,
about to listen to me.
these women say some vicious things, bro.
If
And it's
I
like,
tell them to do that, brother, I'm trying to help you out. If I say to not do it, they just gonna do it even more. They
this the
gonna
thing
troll you
about it,
more.
though,
You
bro.
saying this is gonna make them troll you more because they
They're
seeing they
not
getting
saying
to you.
anything original, bro. They just saying short, man, and it's not original, bro. You know how long I've been hearing that shit since I was a little boy. That shit don't move me. You know what I mean? But
I
it's
mean,
annoying. It's just annoying.
welcome to
Men
my
say a
world,
lot
30
of things
rounds.
that's quite unoriginal too.
Yeah.
Like quite unoriginal. And even what he just said just now, tell your girls, tell your women, tell your ladies, whatever he said, it's like that's that PIMP mentality. And I was like, there's first of all, he has a wife. So he doesn't have a bunch of ladies. He has people that listen to his live and like the fact that he's calling men out on their BS.
Hey, look.
So
I want everyone to hear this. Hear me loud and clear when I say this. Okay, please do. And I'm not trying to be rude. All right, listen. I love women. All right.
Uh oh.
My mother is a staple in my life. Okay.
Uh oh.
I
Strike
have
two. Keep
daughters
going.
and
Uh oh.
aunties,
I got
and
daughters.
I
Uh
have
oh. He
several.
hit the trifecta. Hey man, if we was playing red pill bingo, you would have hit on all three. You know you don't need to say that, right? You know none of those things are qualifiers for a man. That doesn't prove you love women at all because you have
I
proximity to
mean,
women.
bro, yes, it does.
We all have a mother. A lot of us have daughters. Like that doesn't mean anything. When you say that, it's actually the opposite. That you have to. It has to be the women in your life specifically. Like if you truly love women, you would never. It wouldn't be that personal. It would just be like, yeah, I love women. Like all women, I respect all
My
women.
mother's still
But
in my life,
instead, y'all
bro.
go to, I love my
My
mama. Of
mom is
course, you love
still
your
in my life.
mama. Of course, you love your daughter.
My mom is
That's
still
not
in my
saying
life.
nothing.
My mom is a taken married woman, and I still love her. And guess what? I showed out for her on Mother's Day. So don't think I'm one of those guys who dislike women. The women in my family are staples. My aunties, my cousins, and I love them. Now, granted, we have uncles and I have a father as well. But like I said, man, just y'all lay off, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Don't do
man.
me
If
like
you
that.
want them to, if you truly want them to lay off of you, I appreciate you coming up, Girl Metal. By the way, if you want them to lay off of you, brother, you got to change your rhetoric.
Yo,
I
what's
can't,
up?
bro. I have no rhetoric.
I'm
What
just
rhetoric do
telling
I
you.
have?
I don't know. They don't like it. Whatever it is going on, I'm telling you, it's you. It
Hallo,
ain't
hört
them.
ihr mich?
Yeah. I have
That's
no
all I'm
Jo,
rhetoric,
telling
bro.
you, brother.
I just came up here I just came to talk a little ish in the comments. Then you added me. You was like, hey, nah, you can't talk in the comments. Come up here and say it with your chest. So get what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say it with my chest. You know what I mean? But that's neither here nor there, bro. I'm
Bro,
gone, bro. Y'all be safe, man. Stay black, stay
No,
blessed.
nah, 30 round. Come on, fam. It's all good. All right, brother. I got you, man. Hey, man. Good luck with that, man.
All right, man. Y'all be good, man.
All right, fam. Uh, Flamingo. Do Flamingo? What is it?
yo, what's up? It's Do
Chilling. What's good with it,
Flamingo.
man? How you say your name? Do Flamingo?
Ja, Do Flamingo.
What's good with it, Do Flamingo?
Ich bin am Chillen hier nachts. Nicht viel, ne?
What?
You don't speak German?
Come on, bro.
No, don't hit me, bro.
Then why are you asking me stupid questions? Of course I don't speak German.
You speak German.
No, I don't speak German.
Why you don't speak German, man?
Get the hell out of here. What up, Iman?
Yeah. Can you hear me well?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, it's over.
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, you talk to your girl. What happened, brother?
Yeah. So I called my dad after like an hour or two after we finished our conversation, and I basically told him about what I said to my mum, because I told her that I didn't want to talk to her about it, and then my dad said that I need to go apologize to her. So he drove me to my mum's, and I apologized to her. I talked to her about it. She said that if you want to apologize, now's the time to do it. And well, like, I was ready to apologize.
To
She
your girl?
Yeah, she called up
Okay.
my girl's mum, and she said that they can come over, but she didn't sound very happy about it. So, anyway, we got to their place. This all happened 2 days ago, by the way. We got to her place, and she opened the door, and she was acting like nothing happened.
Okay.
She gave my mom a hug. She shook my hand.
Oh, well,
Took
that's not acting like nothing happened because she normally doesn't shake your hand.
well, I mean, she took us inside, and my mum. We didn't even rehearse anything. My mum said, "Hey, can me and you talk alone?"
To
And
the
then I
girl?
said, "Yeah, to my girl." And well, I mean, I said yeah, but I had no idea what she was planning. But whatever she said, right? I came back. I don't know what the hell she said there, and she refused to talk to me when I came back. And
Damn.
when I eventually got her to talk to me, she basically just started listing all of the problems of our relationship and all the things that I've done wrong, apparently, that she never's brought up before. And I took that pretty hard, honestly. I was done after that. I didn't. Yeah, I just apologized to her, and
Left.
well, I mean, yeah.
All right, man. Well, hey, man, you young, brother. You'll bounce back. You'll be all right. I hope you take that lesson and you listen to what the things she told you. Listen to the things she told you about yourself. Internalize that shit. Work on it. Try to be a better person. I'm sure there are things that'll make you a better person in the long run, not just for her. And just try to be better, man, moving forward. That's about it. That's all you can do. You young, man. You be all right. I know that shit hurt. I know that shit be stinging. But real quick, hold on. I gotta ask the gentleman a question though. He got something. He got something he want to get off his chest here. Nat Turner said he got something he want to get off his chest. Nat Turner, what's good, man? What are you asking? Ask your questions now. I wanna
No,
get
I,
these
I
questions.
just I was confused. I didn't know what kind of live this was. When I came in, it just seemed like it seemed like a lot of negative energy was being thrown at men. I just didn't understand what kind of live it was.
So, what do you mean? What kind of live it is?
Like what is what's the point of the live? Like what sort of what's the tone? What's the culture here? Because like I said, when I came in, it just seemed like it was a lot of negativity being thrown at that one brother, and it seems like it's being thrown at men overall. But I'm listening, and I don't understand what this gentleman here was talking about. E-Man,
Oh,
he had
Iman,
a
he telling us a story from the other day. You got it. This is like a soap opera. This is my guy. We've been tracking this story for a little while, so he just came back to give us the update. But yeah, so I don't. But I'm just trying to. I'm curious. What are you talking about? You talking about a 30 round clip?
Yeah, yeah. And
Well,
what man gives? I don't know any men that give women dating advice. I don't know. I mean, I'm not really. I don't do the gender war shit. So I mean,
what is the gender war shit? What does that mean?
man, you scroll enough of this TikTok stuff. It's a lot of misandrist, anti-male, weird, feminist, feminazi type rhetoric going on a lot on
Be,
this internet
can you
street.
be specific when you say all of that stuff? It's funny that you went to anti-man. Like, do you see more anti-man stuff? Like, what does that look like? What is an anti-man?
Just like man, I must have look right before I got to yours. It was like 4 lives that I passed, all ran by black women. Strange, for whatever reason.
Because you
Talking
black, and the
about
algorithm knows you're black, and it puts you in front of black people. That's how the algorithm works. But go ahead.
right, but they all consisted of like uh black men. This
Be specific though. I don't
black
need it to be. I
women.
need it to be specific. Very
Well,
specific.
it says it'll say a lot of stuff. I mean, listen, I'm talking about overall, but what I saw today specifically, it was one about black women needing to date out. Then there was another one that I saw about
How is that
black
hate
men
for
having
men?
anger issues and all this. It's just
How are these things? So you think these things equate to the hatred of men?
anti-black male. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's
Do
pretty.
black men
They're
not have
pretty
anger?
clear. I mean, if you saw what I saw, especially like the comments and what people were talking about, it was definitely anti-black male. Now
Okay.
the overall tone of a lot of these discussions are feminist, which is anti-male in really in its
Feminism is feminism is not anti-male. You don't know what feminism means if you think that.
well the type of feminism that I see people expressing.
There's
I
only
feel
one
like
type
it's
of feminism.
anti-male. Say it
If
again.
it's anti-male, if it's anti-man, then it's not feminism. It's something else. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Say.
If it's anti-man, then it's
Hmm.
not feminism. It's something else.
Okay. All right.
Right? The same way if somebody straps some boom booms to their chest and run into a synagogue and it,
Okay.
detonates,
Okay.
and they say that it was in the name of Allah, it's not. They just did that on their own, right?
Mm.
That's not what Islam is about, right?
Okay. I
So
mean,
it's
I
something
I don't
else.
know if I agree with that, but I see how you could think that way. I see how you could think that way.
That's
Um,
not. Do you know what feminism is? Like, what is the definition of feminism?
I mean, as far as I know, it's the empowerment of women.
It's not. That's what I'm saying. You should look up the definition, but it's essentially it's the fight for equality for men, women, and children. So once again, it includes men and children and women. It's not just women. It's everybody.
Mm.
So if it is anti-man, then it's anti-feminism because you need all three to be feminist. That's the difference between feminism and the patriarchy, or the matriarchy and the patriarchy.
Or
The
would that
matriarchy is
be like
everybody, and
extreme
the patriarchy
feminism
is
or
men.
something like that? Would that be like
No, it
extreme?
wouldn't be extreme. It wouldn't be. It wouldn't. It literally wouldn't be feminism. It would be something else. It wouldn't be feminism. It would be something else. You would have to define it as something else. It is something completely different.
Called feminism, and it's including men. I don't see how that even
Yeah, that's what I'm
comes
saying.
in.
That's how words work. Because feminism, men also can be feminine, and feminine is a made up term. It's not a real thing. It's not a natural thing. Just like masculinity isn't a natural thing. These are just made up concepts. So it could include anybody it wants to within that movement. It doesn't have to be for men.
Those are terms that uh, sort of capitalize behaviors, and
Yeah.
I think they fit because for the most part, male energy is different from female energy. So it doesn't matter if you put red or blue titles on it. Um, to be a feminine male isn't exactly normal to being a feminine man. You know, that's not typical. Most men don't behave in an effeminate way. Most men
I
that I
know
know.
most men. I know that's a problem because most men should behave in a more feminine way, but they don't because the things. And I'm saying that as a person that doesn't believe in femininity or masculinity as a concept. I think both of them should be done away with. I think gender should be done away with. It's not productive. But let's, for argument's sake, let's say I believe in femininity because I know what the typical characteristics or some of the typical characteristics that you would apply to women, right? Like nurturing, like being a nurturer, being empathetic, things of
Hmm.
that nature.
Hmm.
Um, you don't think men should be more empathetic?
I think men are empathetic. I think men are
No, 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 no.
nurturers
I
in
didn't
their.
say men aren't empathetic. I said, do you think men should be more empathetic? You think they should be as empathetic as women?
I think it's a case by case basis, and I
No.
think
Uh-uh.
every individual is going to be a little bit different in that
No, no, no,
regard.
no, 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 no. As a group,
Right.
as a whole, do you
Hmm.
think men should be more empathetic?
I don't think we should be more. I don't think we should be less. I think men are where they are in terms of empathy. I think,
Do you
I,
know what empathy is?
yeah,
Okay. What is empathy?
it's being able to sympathize, to um, being
That's
able to
sympathy.
see, to being able to um, express a solidarity in one's
Basically, is
feelings,
to be able to put
emotions.
yourself in another person's
Yeah,
shoes and see it from
yeah,
their
yeah.
perspective. Okay,
Right,
so
yeah.
you don't. So if you looked at the world right now, right? Look at black people. You got Nat Turner up there. You like doing the whole pro black man shit. If do you think it would benefit black people if white people were more empathetic as the oppressive class, as the oppressors? Do you think it would benefit black people if white people could be more empathetic and put themselves in our shoes and understand us from that aspect? Do you think it would help us?
Yeah.
This ain't that hard, brother. Come on.
Nah, because I'm thinking in terms of what's the saying, the path to hell is paved with good intentions. I'm thinking about that, and in terms of like thinking about all the damage that white liberals have done and being
But this is not about being
helpful
liberal.
to
I know,
black
but this is
people.
not about being liberal. This is about being empathetic. So
Right, right.
leave the right wing Republican, white tea supremacist talking points out of it. Right. Let's just talk about the concept of empathy. Right. The idea of empathy. Do you think it would benefit black people if white people were more empathetic? That's all I'm asking you.
Not no, no, I don't. I don't.
How not? How not so?
Because we don't need their empathy. We don't need
Why
their
not?
empathy. We need we we need dollars. We don't need their empathy. I don't need their feelings. I don't need
Okay. And who
their
and who has the dollars?
the government.
And
The
who's in control
government.
of the government?
Um, I mean the Congress,
Okay. And who's in
the
Congress?
the people that are
And who
elected.
and what race are they? The majority of them. What race have they been for the last 400 years?
They've been white typically.
Okay, cool. So wouldn't it benefit black people if white people were more empathetic? Since they're the ones that have the money and control of the money. And Congress doesn't control the money, but let's just say they do.
Certain
I
white
mean, I
people.
guess I guess they all do. No, not certain white. Whoever you need all. If all white people were more, let's rank empathy. Let's say there's a 10, and a 10 is fucking Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King is the most empathetic person on the face of the planet to ever exist. Let's say,
Hmm.
right? Okay,
That's
cool.
right.
And then let's say that I don't know. Donald Trump is number one. He's a one. He's the least empathetic person. Or he's a complete sociopath. Let's say, right? Okay, cool.
Hmm.
So, let's say most white people are hovering around a 2 or a 3, and when it comes to empathy in this country, right?
Right. Right.
And that is a big reason why it's hard for black people to get anything because white people don't see them. They don't see themselves in us, right? We're three
Okay.
fifths of a human. We're not human beings. They dehumanize us, right? So it's hard for them to empathize with us because they have dehumanized us, right?
Do you
So
think it's possible for us as men to empathize like a woman, though? Do you really think that?
yeah, I think it's because it's a human thing. It's not a man or a woman thing.
See, that's
It's a
where I'm
human
gonna
thing.
disagree with you because I feel like us as men and women, we have certain things that are just natural to us. Like my father didn't nurture the same way my mother did. And even as a little boy, I just understood that they were different. They were different.
But the
Um,
things that make you different, a lot of the things or most of the things are inherent, right? They're learned behaviors. You're socialized to be different. So by the time your father was a father, he was a man, which means he started off as a boy, and he was conditioned and he was socialized to be whoever he became by the time he was your father, right? So it's not a natural thing. You're conflating innate with inherent, and it's not the same thing. They're two different things, right? So just because most men struggle with empathy doesn't mean that men can't be empathetic or as empathetic as women. What happens is that our humanity is stripped away from us from a very small child, right? We're not taught how to be empathetic. They take away our tools to be empathetic, right? And then you become a man, and now you're not empathetic. Now you're not as nurturing. Now you're not as understanding. Now you're not as patient. Now you lack integrity and all these other things because they stripped it away from you, like slowly but surely, systematically took it out of you, right?
hmm.
That's what
So,
I'm saying. So if you think that we can't be more empathetic, why not?
so
Because we're just
but are
humans.
you speaking specifically about like this culture, American culture, when you say
Doesn't
that?
matter. I don't care what the culture is.
So
Most men around the world aren't empathetic. Most men around the men as a whole, as a group, lack empathy. As a group, men as a whole lack integrity.
so
As a
do you
group,
think? Let me ask you this: do you think men have more empathy now, or than they did? Let's go back to the Bronze Age. So do you think
I
men
don't know.
had less empathy then? Did they have now?
I don't know who's to say. I do know that. I could point to that there was oppression in the Bronze Age as well. So I would say, you know, they lacked empathy. Whatever it is, more or less, they still lacked a ton of empathy, a ton of integrity. The same problems existed in the Bronze Age. In
But
the Bronze
I,
Age.
I asked that because even if you look at hunter-gatherer societies, men typically have rites of passage that are going to be different from the women. And I think
These are socialized things, though. Once again, you're talking rites of passage are socialized things,
okay,
right? They're
all right,
not.
well, all right. Well, even look at my two dogs. I got two dogs. I
Oh
got
wow.
a female and a male.
Okay.
My male
Not
dog,
dogs though.
right? But I'm
We
just talking
can't be
about the
comparing ourselves to
natural. I'm
dogs
talking
though.
about like the natural state of
I know, but they're
like.
dogs though,
Okay, well,
right?
let's look at nature as a whole, right?
It's tough.
As a whole, the male animals typically engage in things that you might deem less empathetic, typically. Right now, it varies in other species, but you have a lot of I don't want to use animals per
And
se,
what do you
but
mean? Why are we we can't do that, right? We can't do that. That's not right. Like we comparing ourselves to black widows and
our
brown
natural
recluse
state.
spiders and stuff.
What are humans in our natural state? What are
We
we
don't
in our
know.
natural state?
We don't know.
Are we
I
really
think
that different outside of the? We like to try to separate ourselves from nature, but human beings at our nature, we're animals at our nature.
no, no, no.
We
We're not. We are animals technically, but I think humans in their natural state. I think we're closer to what women are. I think that's what humans would be
see, bro. See, you
in
got
their most
this
natural state.
whole women are divine creature thing going on, bro. See, this is
No,
what
no,
I'm
no,
talking
no, no,
about.
no, no,
This is what I'm
no,
talking
Nat.
about.
Hold on. I'll make it. I'll once again. You are on that pro black man shit, right? So I'll talk about it in terms of race too. I'll do it. I'll do the same parallel so you can understand it.
Are you not a pro black man?
I think I don't even buy into that concept because the people who identify as pro black are pro
Wow.
black men, and I don't want to align myself with men who are pro black men because they're anti everybody else,
Was
right? Pro
Malcolm
black
X a
men
pro
eat
black
first.
man? Dr. King, were they pro black men?
I think Malcolm had a lot of problematic views on when it as it pertained to women because he was in the NOI. They have a very problematic view of women, very oppressive. So, but
Can
he
you
was he
name
was
me a
growing and
society that's led by women that's been considered a strong society? Can you name a society that was built by women in history of mankind?
I mean the one that they made the movie about, the Woman King. but I don't know. I don't know the name of it. But yeah, there's been a few societies. We've been matriarchal before. We've had more because the matriarchy is just egalitarian. There's no society that would the societies that would be ran by women would never be ran by women. It would be egalitarian. It would be men and women running the show because that's what the matriarchy is. The matriarchy is egalitarianism. It's not dominance. It's not a hierarchy, right? It's about equity, right? The patriarchy is a hierarchy. So that's how because you can only think in your mind, and we've been brainwashed as men specifically. We've been really brainwashed to think in terms of a hierarchy. We don't understand the world outside of a hierarchy. Everything we do is hierarchical. How you think, everything you do is hierarchical. She's a 10, she's a 9, she's a 6. Everything's a hierarchy. Everything.
Right. I mean,
Right?
that's sort
But
of human nature, though, bro. That's
it's
like
not
human nature.
human nature. You don't know human nature. That's not human nature.
Bro,
Human
if you go
nature
back
is
to the earliest days, human
you don't
beings
know. I promise you don't know.
bartering. They were, if you had more land, if you had more virgins over there in your tribe, you had more
Virgins.
wealth. Yeah, bro, that's how women were
In the
practically
beginning of
currency.
time, virginity is a made up concept. That shit wasn't invented in the beginning of time. That what are you talking about? That's a new thing,
That used to be,
relatively.
a big thing, like the pure woman.
I
That
know,
was
but you said, hold on, wait. You said in the beginning of time, right? So the beginning of time, virginity, the concept was not invented because it is a concept. It's not a real thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not a medical thing. It's a concept. Purity is a concept. You see what I'm saying? You're conceptualizing the word. It's not a real thing, no. It's a concept. It's an idea. It's not a real
true.
thing.
Even if I agree with you, though, we can't ignore the fact that human beings, uh, even tribal people, they held that up to like
Some
that was
did,
that
some
was a
didn't.
standard, right? Like that was
Some
a
did, and some didn't. Some did, some didn't. Some tribes were big on virgins. Some tribes weren't. For some tribes, didn't give a fuck.
okay.
Right? You're trying to paint
Okay.
with a broad brush and say all the tribes, you know how many tribes there were? Not every tribe. Not every tribe had the same cultures and same practices, same
Okay.
culture and same practices, right? So I'm just saying. So let's do this. Let's not go back a million years. Let's stick to the now, and
Mhm.
let's start right now. Like I said before we got off topic, I don't think that there's any. I don't think that. I mean, I think that men need to practice more. I think men need to be more what you would say feminine, right? I don't deem these things to be feminine. I don't.
Okay.
I just deem them to be human characteristics, like positive characteristics. But the things that we associate with femininity typically are the
Mhm.
things that men need the most. Those are the
Well,
things that we lack the most, and the things that you attribute to masculinity are the things that we need to cope with. But like, what is a masculine trait?
the ability to make hard decisions, um, one's ability to make sacrifices, hard sacrifices. Um,
So let me ask you the question again in a different way because I don't think you understand. Tell me something that you can that we can say is something that um like when I say nurturing about women, we know that women are typically significantly more nurturing than men, right? Me and you can agree to that. Like mothers are more nurturing than fathers, generally speaking. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
So that would be something that that would be applicable to women the majority of the time, right? Give me that in reverse for men, because what you're naming aren't things that I would say are unique to men, right?
Well,
For
no,
the
I,
most
I
part.
would say that men nurture differently. I would say it's different. I don't say that men
No,
don't nurture. I think
we don't
men
nurture
nurture in a
enough.
different way.
No, we
Where
don't.
you're
We
like
don't
like
nurture. We don't nurture enough. I'm
like
not
like
saying we
okay,
don't nurture at all.
I fall, right. Let's say I was a little boy. I fall. I scrape my
Yeah,
knee. I'm crying, right. My mom, she's gonna come over. She's gonna hug me. She's gonna say, "Oh, baby, it's okay," but rub it off. But my dad, he's gonna say, get up, son, walk it off.
that's
Right
not
now,
nurturing.
that might not be nurturing to you,
No.
but
It's
in
literally not
reality,
the.
that is nurturing.
That's
That's
not
nurturing.
nurturing. No,
That
telling
it
your
is
boy to
because you
walk
know
it
why?
off
Because you know why?
isn't nurturing.
In the real world, people don't care if you're hurt. They don't care if
I
you're
know, but hold on,
handicapped.
wait. But
They don't
But
care
Nat
if you're
Turner,
slow, bro.
Nat, hold on, Nat. Wait. That's not nurturing. Though you may be right. People don't care in whatever. You're right. Cool. Whatever. But that's not nurturing. That's not the definition of nurturing. That's what I'm saying. That wouldn't be an example of nurturing. That's what I mean. I'm not even going to argue with you. Cool. Most people, yeah, but he's not. The reason he's not being nurturing is because of why? Because society's not going to nurture you, right?
Right.
So
Right.
he's not being nurturing. He's not nurturing you.
No,
See what I mean?
he's building that my boxing coach used to say he's building the callus for you, because what you grow a layer of toughness.
Yeah,
You
but
need that.
nurturing
You have to
doesn't
be
make.
able to be resilient.
But
And
that's
so
not
that
the
means
point of nurturing, though.
taking thumps, getting beat
Yeah.
up, doing all those things. Now, if I was so caught up on emotion and wanting to be nurtured and coddled, I'm going to stay in that spot in a fetal position
Well,
and cry
wait.
until somebody picks me up.
Coddling is not a part of nurturing, really. To me, you don't have to coddle somebody to nurture. Coddling implies toxicity. It implies a negative. You could be nurturing and not coddle. You could hug a child when they get hurt. That's not coddling them. They got hurt. They should be hugged when they get hurt. Coddling would be they did something wrong and you go, oh, it's okay, baby. That's fine. You know what? You're a good boy. Don't worry about that. That's coddling. Or coddling is you shirked your responsibilities. You didn't clean up today. I asked you to clean up. You didn't clean up today. That's okay. You can get to it tomorrow. You mama's boy. You daddy's boy. I got you. That's coddling, right? Nurturing is growth. Nurturing is a positive. It's not going to weaken you. It's going to strengthen you, right? If your mom nurtures you, you're going to be stronger, not weaker. If your dad nurtures you, you're going to be stronger, not weaker, right? Tearing a person down isn't necessarily going to build them up. To be honest with you, they're just gonna have to overcome all the tearing down
Oh yeah,
later.
no, not tearing down. I'm definitely not talking about like nah, I'm definitely not talking about that. I'm talking about building soldiers, man.
We don't need. I mean, we already have a nation full of soldiers. That's what we have. We have a nation full of soldiers. That's what America. That's a reason why they stripped away our humanity. To be a soldier, you have to be inhumane. Think about what it takes to be a soldier. You have to be inhumane. Fighting in wars is inhumane. Every war is inhumane. There's no such thing as a humane war. So you want to build a nation full of men who are inhumane, which they've already done. We already have a bunch of men who lack compunction, who lack integrity, who lack empathy. That's already there. We have a nation full of soldiers that already exists. Why do you want to? That's obviously that ain't gonna solve our problem.
I don't
That's
know.
not it.
I don't know. I feel like we have too many feminine men. I feel like we have too much coddling. I feel like we've
Coddling, I
we've
agree
allowed
with.
ourselves to become soft. Our people, in older generations, man, we were on point, and
When were we on point?
the '60s.
How? In
Definitely
what
the
way were we on
'60s.
point in the
I
'60s?
mean, we were. I mean, look at what we were doing. Look
What
at
were
what we
we
were
doing?
doing. You had the Panthers. You had the Nation. You had Dr. King and his movement. You had SNCC.
Yeah.
You had all these movements being led
So,
by men, by men,
yep.
and they were
And why did a lot of
they
those
were fighting
movements?
for freedom of our
Yeah.
people. You
And why
know,
did a lot of those movements implode?
COINTELPRO.
No,
COINTELPRO. And
that was a
some
part of
brothers
it,
got a
but
taste of
beyond,
that cash, and then they
yeah, but beyond that though, why did those movements fail? Think a little bit harder. You just said there was movements led by men, right? I got you. COINTELPRO, they had to infiltrate the movements, right? So they had to use people to infiltrate the movements. So the movements were weak in so many ways. That's why they were able to infiltrate them, right? So why do you think the movements failed? They were all led by men, and the movements failed. And you're saying that we need to go back to that. Where's the logic there? They
Oh,
were
we can
all
always
led.
make
I'm just gonna say
improvements.
it
I
again.
mean, you
All
can always
these
make
movements were
improvements.
led by these strong soldier type men, right?
Right.
Huey P. that you got up there, right? Bobby Seale, the chairman Fred Hampton, so on and so forth, right? Many male black leaders, right? Okay,
Right.
cool. And all of those movements, I won't say they completely failed. They didn't completely fail, but they didn't. They never realized it. They never got to realize their full potential, right? Okay, cool. Now, all those movements were led by men, and your answer to the problem nowadays is let's just repeat history. You think that's smart?
I'm not saying repeat history verbatim, but we can take the good things and we can throw out the bad. You know, we can take the discipline. We can take the commitment to the people. We can take the commitment to education and educating themselves and each other. We can take all of that, the discipline. We can take all of that stuff. I don't know where you were going with. They were. I hear you were repeating what I said as far as them being led by men. I don't know if you were trying to say that it was because they were led by men that they failed.
It
But
was because they excluded women. It was because they excluded the LGBTQIA community. It was because they excluded children. It was because they put black men first at the top of this hierarchy because black men are obsessed with power. The black men in these struggles, a lot of them were obsessed with power. Not every single one. I don't think the brother Fred Hampton was necessarily hell bent on being power hungry. My personal favorite. This is me being biased. My personal favorite was the chairman. Right? He had the best message. His message was one of like, we need everybody. We need, you know what I'm saying? Like we gonna need everybody on this one. Right? He was organizing working class people. He was a true socialist in that way. He was a communist in that way. So I fucks with Fred Hampton over Malcolm, over Martin, over all of them. Fred Hampton was my guy, right? To me, I think he had the best approach. But all of these men had huge blind spots for women. Martin Luther King, allegedly, his wife wrote all of his speeches. He never mentioned that. He took all the credit for him. Malcolm, like I said, where was his push for women to have power in the NOI? Where was his push for women to have for women to be on the podium next to him talking? Like, where was the representation? Right? The same way black people need to be represented, right? The same way black people need to be represented is the same way women need to be represented. Black women specifically. Black children specifically.
Women. There were women in the movements.
Where?
Where? Angela Davis.
And they left these movements because the men were graping them and the men were excluding them.
They started dating white. They started chasing white men. That's
no, now you make it. Now you're lying.
That's what
now you're lying. Now you're lying.
Now you're lying. Bring a COINTELPRO guy into the mix.
Now you're lying.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
100% you're lying.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean,
100%. You don't know your history. You that's not what happened.
Okay.
The women,
I'm not going.
Yeah, the women. You should read what the women were saying at that time, and they were telling us what was going on in that time, and they were being graped and they were being ignored. They were being essayed, graped, which is the same thing essentially, and ignored by the men. That is what they were. That is what was happening to them, and a lot of them fled the movements. They went elsewhere, right? So once again, why would we repeat that? That doesn't make sense to me.
I don't subscribe to your version of the historical events that took place there. I totally disagree with that.
You don't know the history though. It's not an opinion. It's literally what happened.
Left wing talking point that
once again, okay, leave out, sir. The men who you are, that guy in your picture was a communist. He was a lefty.
I'm right.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
Hold on, wait, Nat, wait, give me a second, brother. Nat, that guy in your picture, the guy you got as your he was a fucking communist. I'm a communist. I'm telling you a lot of the stuff that I learned from that man right there. Huey P. Newton. A lot of the stuff I'm saying, I literally read from Huey P. Newton. A lot of it was. He talked about what the women was going through. He wrote about it years later, right? That's what I'm saying. So what you're saying is ahistorical. You don't even know. You're cosplaying as a black revolutionary, when in reality, all you are is a talking head for white tea supremacy. You're using all your talking points are regurgitated. Literally, you got them from white tea supremacist think tanks, and you're cosplaying as a black liberator. You're cosplaying as a black. I mean, you could call yourself a black nationalist because that's what black nationalism is ultimately, right? But that's what you're doing. And I'm telling you that's why I don't affiliate with the term pro-black, because men like you have co-opted it. You can have it. You got it, brother. I'm not pro-black. Fuck that. I'm out. If you're me and you can't be pro-black.
You're anti-black.
No, I'm not anti, but you call me whatever you want to say.
You're anti-black
No,
male.
I'm not anti-black man either.
That's what
I'm
you're
a black
saying.
man. That's stupid.
What you're saying.
That's
Because
not what I'm saying.
No, it's exactly what you're saying. You're saying that men need to be almost this docile, feminine creature that needs to be subservient to women and make sure that they're not offending women, walking on eggshells around women, not doing anything that offends women. I don't think men need to behave that way. I think men need to show women respect. That doesn't mean that women need to be in the basement or barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that men need to be men, especially black men, in this anti-black male society that we live in. And in this idea that men have to be weaker, black men have to be weaker and placate themselves and prostrate at the throne of the divine feminine deity is nonsense.
Yeah, I don't believe in any of that stuff. You just strung together a word salad that had nothing to do with what I said. So I'll tell you what I believe. And I believe you're actually anti-black man. And the reason why I say that is because if you're not pro-black everybody, then you're anti-black man, right? That's what I believe. If you're not pro-black everybody, you're anti-black man. So you can't separate it. You can't want black men to be on top. If you're pro-black patriarchy, you're anti-black man. Because the patriarchy hurts poor black men. It hurts black men who have less power. There's always going to be a hierarchy, which creates a power dynamic, right? And creates an imbalance, right? So I'm against that. Personally, I'm against that. I'm against hierarchies. I think hierarchies hurt everybody, ultimately. We're in a hierarchy now. We've been in a hierarchy for 10,000 years, and it has led us to the brink of destruction right now. I'm literally watching it before my very eyes in 2024. Right? So to me, I think if once again we want to talk about black men, but this just applies to men in general. I think black men should not only respect women, because that's a bare minimum. I think black men should amplify women's voices. I think black men should amplify children's voices, and I think masculine presenting men should protect feminine presenting people all day, every day. Every which way. That's what I think. That's what I think we should be doing, right? I don't think we should. What did you say? Go to the altar or praise the deity of divine femininity or whatever that word salad was. Like, I don't even talk like that. That's not even. I just told you I don't even believe in femininity or masculinity, right? I'm just using the term so we can understand them right now. But I don't give a fuck about either idea. But I think that I think that black men and men in general are obsessed with power. I think the black men who act like you, the black men who cosplay as revolutionaries are anything but a revolutionary. You sound like a white man to me. And it's crazy how far we have gone where a black man with a picture of Huey P. Newton, who was a staunch leftist, would try to vilify or demonize lefty ideas when talking to another black man. That shows me you know nothing about what you're talking about.
I just don't like
nothing.
the idea of
Zero.
men of black men having to be be weak. I don't like that idea.
Nobody who said black men should be weak.
Any society led by its women is looked at as a weak society. In the Bronze
So what?
Age, go back to the Bronze Age. If a foreign army rolled up on your shores and they see
I don't think you know anything about
women, that army would be licking its chops.
But does that mean the government? But does that mean the society was actually weak? No, it just means that misogyny is a real thing, and they go, "Oh, a woman's running it; it must be weak." It's not the same thing. It doesn't mean the society was actually weak, though. You see what I'm saying? You're just proving my point about misogyny and how toxic it is and how harmful it is. So we should do away with it. But you want to keep it around because you just want to be a black man on top.
Misogyny,
you just want black men to be on top of the
brother. Misogyny, toxic masculinity built society.
No, it didn't.
It
you don't
literally
know you don't know what built society. I just told you right now that Coretta Scott King wrote. Hold on, wait. I just told you right now that Martin Luther King's wife wrote all of his fucking speeches for the most part.
Cap.
Right?
There's
not cap.
There's nothing that substantiates that anywhere. You can't.
Sir. I'm not, sir. You don't even know what, sir. You have Huey P. Newton a communist,
Yes, I have
lefty
seen
as your
tweets.
picture, and
He
you
was
just said,
pro-black. He was
I
black
don't
first.
idea, but he was
And
also
I am pro-black and
communist.
black first.
You're not pro-black.
I am pro-black.
You're
I'm very
anti-black.
much pro-black. I want to
So
see
why do
black
you sound
people
like a
win
white
above
man?
everything else.
Hold on, wait. So Nat, why do you sound like a white man? If you're so pro-black, why do
I
you
don't
sound
know
like a
how
white
I
man?
sound like a white man. If I
Because
sound like a white man,
because you keep okay. Let me ask you a question. Who did you vote for in the last election?
I didn't vote.
I knew you were going to say that. Who would you have voted for?
I didn't vote. Man, I don't like I don't like either candidate. I mean, I don't like Trump. I don't like Biden.
Me either.
I might vote for Trump out of spite, just because to me the Democrats they don't respect black people. They don't respect black voters. And as far as I'm concerned, maybe through the pain of them losing, it will cause them to maybe look at reparations and other issues that black people on the grassroots are pushing for.
And what did Malcolm X say about the two parties?
About the wolf and the fox? Yeah.
So do you think Malcolm X would have voted for a Republican ever? Just in general, let's say, you think Malcolm X was saying we should vote for a Republican? Like, I'm just naming these people because these are the people who you claim that you idolize, right? You idolize, and I'm just finding it funny how the men who you idolize would never vote for Donald Trump. they would be staunchly opposed to vote for Donald. The same way Malcolm X was anti Lyndon B. Johnson. The same way he was against all those presidents at that time. He said that the Republicans are the wolf. He basically was just saying, of course you don't vote for a Republican. Duh, I'm not even gonna talk about them because they're not even a fucking option. Right? Yeah. But the Democrats, they're dangerous too. And I love that take. He's just saying they're dangerous too. They're sneakier and all of that stuff. We get all of that. I'm with you. I'm not a supporter of either. I've never voted for either, but I do vote. But I don't vote for either party. Right? So you ain't gonna hear nothing out of me talking bigging up the Democrats. My point was though, this is what I found. A lot of the black men who self-identify as pro-black nowadays are nothing but right-wing Republicans. Even if you don't vote for them, you spew their same ideology and you use their same talking points against black people and you weaponize it. And
I don't think I've done that, bro. Respectfully, I don't.
Not real quick. 1 second.
I'll go on mute.
Public, real quickly. Okay. I just want to say this real quickly, right? There was actually a Black Republican Party in 1892.
Yeah, I know. I don't care.
Wilmington, Delaware, right? My point is that there were Black Republicans, and most.
Yeah, we don't care.
It's the fact. It's the fact. You should care.
I know, but I know the history of the Republican Party. I don't care. It's all about what it is now in 2024. Couldn't care less about what it was.
It backs up what Nat's saying, that there are Black Republicans and conservatives.
That's not the point.
Very well in this country.
That's not the point. Republicans weren't conservative back then. That's what I'm telling you. They were the Democrats of the back then. They weren't they were the more liberal party. That's why black people were apart. And then there was a great migration in the 80s. That's what happened. So you guys have to understand politics.
But most
you don't
people
understand politics.
Are gray, right? They're not.
I'm not gray.
Left, total right.
I don't know what most people. I don't know how they identify with. I do know this. Most people want to end the wars. Most people want health care. Most people want a living wage. Most people want to be able to buy a home. I do know that about most people. These are things I'm 100% sure of, without a doubt. So you want to call that left or right? Don't give a fuck. That's what I know about most people. That's what I know about most people. And my politics are the politics that'll give everybody those things. Will yours do that?
Yeah,
it doesn't sound like it.
I think so.
No,
yeah. I mean,
they won't.
I don't. Listen, like I said, I don't think women should be, pregnant in the barefoot in the kitchen. That's like I've never.
But that's the bare minimum, though.
Is that like this?
No, I'm not trying to paint you as that. You painted yourself as that. I'm just acknowledging it.
I really haven't, bro. Like all I've got up here and said is that men deserve to be able to have the space to behave like men. And it doesn't
what
mean
does that mean?
You have to be feminine.
You have to be able to define that, though, Nat. What does that mean?
Nat, real quick, if we could just take this another way, real quick, public. You said that men shouldn't be giving advice to women, right? One thing that I would say is that women should not lie to themselves when dealing with men. I think women lie to themselves Absolutely, they do. A woman will lie to
You know
herself.
what? You know
Public,
what? I agree.
just give me a second. Let me just land this, right? I think women will lie to themselves enough if they like a certain type of man. I think they will ignore red flags, they will move forward, and they will do everything in their power to avoid holding the man accountable for his lack of consistency. Is that a fair assessment of
Bet.
something that
All
women
right.
do?
Cool. Let's say I give that to you, right? Only thing you'll be proving though to me is that women are so willing to be in relationships with men that they are willing to overlook all of our shortcomings. Because essentially what you're saying is if women, I don't think you guys know what you're asking for. If women overlooked your shortcomings, you would never have access to women. If women didn't overlook Nat Turner's shortcomings, he would never have access to women. If women never overlooked my shortcomings, I would never have access to women. The women have to overlook our shortcomings. They have to.
Public, you're moving the goalposts now, right? Let's just
I'm
stick to
not. I'm just making your point. I'm just helping you understand what you're really saying. I'm not moving the goalposts. You thought you said something that was poignant. You thought you said something that made sense, and I'm saying, okay, cool. So let's play your game. I'm gonna use your point to make a better point to show you why what you're saying doesn't make sense. Okay, cool. So you really listen to what you're saying. You really want women to not take a chance on a man. Like a man has to come fully built, already have emotional intelligence, already be self-sufficient. That's what you're saying. How many men fit that mold? What percentage of men?
I would say at least more than half.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Get the hell out of here. 5% maybe. 5%. 10% tops. You don't fit the mold. I don't fit the mold. Nat Turner definitely don't fit the mold. So we 0 for 3 right now. You see what I'm saying? So you're telling me you're telling the women, hey, women, yeah, make better choices. That's all you're saying essentially. You're just regurgitating the same talking points of women choose better. Cool. Women choose better. Okay, they are choosing better. That's why they're abstaining from having sex with us. That's why they're abstaining from being married to us. That's why they're abstaining from being in relationships with us. Abstaining from having babies with us. They're literally choosing better, which is choose themselves.
That's not true.
Because
Public,
choosing men put you in harm's way.
They
Public,
still
that's
having
not true
babies.
because there was a syphilis outbreak in most cities like Atlanta, Houston, and Dallas. So the reality is women are still out here doing whatever they want.
You don't even know what that. You don't know what that outbreak was caused by men. The men got that and gave it to the women. Then the women got checked out because that's what women do. Women go get checked.
Hold on, brother. Hold on.
And men don't.
Hold on. The study CDC shows that more women are mothers, single mothers in the black community than men. It's something like 60-something% of women and only like 40-something% of men. So that means
40% of men are not single
women,
fathers.
You have more women behaving sexually irresponsible than you have men.
That's not true.
The majority of men in the black community are not fathers. It means it's a small
I really want y'all to
segment
stop
of-
repeating
it's a
this
small
terrible
segment of
talking
women,
point.
A small segment of men having children,
Yeah.
and fathering children with these women who are not practicing sexual
So
responsibility.
if that's
you
true,
can't
Nat
put
Turner,
that on men.
if that I can, and I could prove you wrong just with logic. I don't even need to do the numbers, and I know the numbers, but because 80% of men by the age of 40 have children, black men specifically. That's why I know what you're saying don't make sense. But let's hold on, wait. Let's go back. Hold on, wait. Let me go back. Hold on, wait, Nat. Hold on, wait. So, if what you're saying is true, we should all be cousins. See how that works? See how stupid that is? If what you're saying is true, if it's a small percentage of men birthing, being the fathering all of these children, we should be cousins then.
Bro, this
we're
is
not.
literally the CDC says this.
This is not literally.
It's 64%, my guy. That's a ridiculous number. And you're only talking about 40, it's like 42% of the men. 42%. That's far below what it should be. And you have the vast majority of men are not they're not
that's not what the stats say.
They're not passing on STDs.
Hold on, brother. I gotta just break this down for you real quick. That's not how you interpret those numbers, first and foremost. I would really like for you guys to not do cursory searches while you're online and think you understand concept. I mean, you just don't know how to read. You don't know how to. You haven't read the aggregate number. Like you don't know.
Listen. You don't know me. I've looked at these stats a million times over. I've
No,
heard
you
them.
haven't.
I've heard them
You've heard them.
preached
Yeah.
every way up and
You've
down
heard
these paths.
misogynistic men
I've looked
repeat
at
them
them.
in a bunch of lives.
No. But see,
Yeah.
what you do is, I get what you're doing. You have an audience, and you have to try to spin everything to make it be anti-male and make it seem like it's the guy's
I
fault.
haven't said one
But
thing that's
here's the
anti-man
thing:
today.
these women still have to accept these men. They love Ray Ray and Pookie. If you go on all these, you can scroll
Oh
TikTok
shit! Hold
right
on,
now.
wait, hold on. We got one. Ray Ray and Pookie. Ray Ray and Pookie is a anti-black term. I love it when you guys use that. I love when the pro-black men use the Ray Ray and Pookie. Anti-black term that a white man coined. A white British man. Hold on, Mr. Elite Minds. A racist white man coined that term for black men. Think about it. Pookie and Ray Ray. That is a anti-black. Those are that's very anti-black. Very, very anti-black. I would think you would know that, Mr. Pro-black man.
Antoine and Malik. All right.
Don't matter. Now it's too late. I already know the sentiment. But go ahead. Finish.
Come on, man. Look, we can't be. I can't be honest with you, bro. Because every time I'm honest, you call me a misogynist, a white supremacist, a Republican, a white. Like, bro, listen. These women, I've seen it. You can go on TikTok right now. There's these dudes in jail. They'll be in jail, and then you'll see the comments. It'll be nothing but women lusting over these dudes who are in jail. Right? But then you're gonna tell me, you tell us that we're not emotional, we're not emotionally responsible, and we're not these ready-made men for these women.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Have you seen? Go on. What's that girl's name online? Go on. What's the bad one? Go on Amir Adon and go read the comments. How many men are in the comments lusting after that woman? How many? Go on.
I don't know who that
Lotto.
is. Who is she?
Go look her up if you don't know who she is. Amir, I think her name is Amir Dime, if I'm not mistaken. She's an Insta model. You can go look her up. She's been around for a long. What's her name? Aisha Diaz. Go on Aisha Diaz's. Go on. What's that dude name? The fat dude with the funny dude, the fat funny dude. He got the new girlfriend.
Drewski.
His girlfriend. Go look on her comments.
Ruby
you know
Rose.
What I'm saying?
Yeah, she's.
Go look on Ruby Rose comments. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So we don't want to play the who objectifies who more. Like, come on, brother. That ain't gonna work. Men objectify women 10 times more than men objectify.
Real quickly, my brother.
Go ahead, Mr. Early Minds.
I just want to say something real quick to public. If you go on the National Institute of Health, it actually backs up what I said earlier about those cities, and it breaks it down by the women of the who contracted those STDs, like the syphilis, the gonorrhea. It shows mostly for women. So Dallas, so you can just
women got tested. I know. I just told you why.
Yeah.
I already know the numbers. See, you guys say stuff as if I haven't already done I've already done the research, and it's because women go get tested more than men, so they would be the ones to find out that they have the disease. The men should go get tested though, and they don't, and that's how they gave it to the women. Is that the men been getting tested? Had the women been getting tested? Hold on. Had the men been getting tested, the women never would have got the disease to begin with. But the men weren't getting tested. There you go. That's the problem.
Okay, moving on from that, let's just get back to the main topic. Just like I just wanted to, because you said that we don't bring up any points of reference to what we're talking about. So I just wanted to kind of address where I was coming from with that. Let's just address the part for the giving advice, right? So I mentioned earlier the advice for women holding men accountable and being consistent, making sure that they stay consistent. The second thing that I would say is women should look for fatherly qualities first in men before having children with them. So
what does fatherly qualities mean? Be specific.
Well, I'll say this, right? I think women would do a better job in maintaining relationships with men that show values based on like their family upbringing, how they are with children. If he wants kids, if he doesn't want to have kids, there's no point in having children with him, right? So so those are things that I would definitely hold him accountable for. The other thing is that how is he with the women in his family? Like, does he invite you over? How does he interact with his sister, his mother? I would also say this. If the relationship ends with him in a marriage or an end of a relationship, think about the worst possible thing that this person can do to you. Or is he capable of taking the kids? Is he capable of, I would say, play in your mind the worst case scenarios on what this person is capable of. I don't think a lot of women think about what the end of the relationship looks like with some men. And I think that's a fair take. I think women should think about those kind of things, right?
I don't think any of these things are anything that women need to hear. Personally, you weren't specific when you said fatherly qualities. You said a man that wants to have kids. What if she doesn't want to have kids? Also, None of these are characteristics, or yeah. So I'm asking you for
Okay,
characteristics.
yeah, okay. So I can give the characteristics. I would say nurturing qualities, right? Does he participate in the community? How is he with younger siblings in his own personal family? Somebody's saying he thought he ate. Like that's actually a really good advice
Only
that
to you.
right.
Only to you. You only in your mind you ate, but you didn't eat.
No, no, no,
I'm
no.
eating,
I was responding
literally.
to the common public.
I
I was
know. I'm saying
responding.
only in your mind do you think you ate. That's what I'm saying. That
No,
wasn't
no,
what you. What you're saying isn't. You're not really saying anything. I asked you for a
public.
characteristic,
I
and
think
you
you're being
name one. Hold on,
disingenuous.
wait, Miss.
Yeah.
I'm not. I asked you to name characteristics. You named one. You said nurturing. Everything else was fluff,
Okay, okay. So
right? And
nurturing.
nurturing is not a what anybody would consider to be a fatherly trait. Me and Nat Turner already agreed that mothers are the more nurturing person.
But a
So you
father
want you
could
mean a
be
motherly trait? Because that would be a motherly trait.
no, no,
Nurturing would
no.
be a motherly trait.
No, no, no. I could say men can be nurturing in their own way
I didn't
towards
say
Yeah,
they couldn't
that's what I
be.
said. I said men are different in their
yeah,
nurturing.
they're different in
Neither
their
one of you guys know what nurturing means. You definitely didn't know what it meant, Nat Turner. But what do you think it means, Elite Minds, Mr. Elite Minds?
I would say it is a manifestation of showing physical love, right, to the person. Also, yeah, I would say it's a manifestation of what you feel internally, but displayed physically, right? Not in the sense of like it's an intimate, like the way you would nurture your son, nurture your daughter. You would show them a manifestation of how you feel internally. That's the closest. I'm not Webster Dictionary. Stop laughing, guys. Right? That's the closest that I would give the definition
It
to
just
the.
sounds like you don't know what it means. And I will give Nat Turner credit now because he actually gave a good example of nurturing when he talked about what the mom would do. That was a perfect
Yeah,
example.
yeah. Okay.
But can you give it? It's not that you guys got to stop saying men nurture different. We don't. What we do isn't nurturing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's just not nurturing.
I
There's
don't
only
think.
one way to. Here's what I'm trying to tell y'all. There's only one way to be nurturing. You see what I'm saying?
I
It's
don't
not
think
like
that's
men do it in different ways. No, men just don't do it. We don't do it enough. We do it a little bit. You see what I'm saying?
public.
Women
I don't
are
think
more
that
nurturing than men are, and
public.
it's not because women are better than men, and it's not because women are naturally more nurturing than men. It's
Public.
because
One second.
women are conditioned to be more nurturing than men.
Public.
That's
That's
what it
fine.
is. Hey y'all, bang the cash app one time, man. Let's keep the
That's
live
fine.
alive. We over
I would say
100,000 likes. I appreciate it.
yeah, real
Keep
quick.
going.
I would say that women can definitely be nurturing in their own way. I think it's disingenuous to say that fathers and men cannot show a certain level of nurturing, not only
I
to
didn't
their
say that.
children. It's a
I never
different
said
form of
that.
nurturing. Why would you minimize
Give me
their
an example of what that nurturing looks like. Be specific.
Of
okay,
male nurturing?
Yeah,
male
be
nurturing?
specific. Because
Okay,
Nat was terrible. So with
okay,
male, you did a
No,
great.
no, no. Seriously.
Nat, you gave a great example of female nurturing. Now, Mr. Elite Minds, give an example of male nurturing.
I would say a good example of male nurturing is the way fathers instill correction and discipline to their sons. I think that's a perfect way of nurturing. It's a different form of nurturing. It's not the same as the mother, but it is a form of me. It's kind of like tough love, which it
So
is.
women, there's no such thing as tough love. That's an oxymoron. But how
I
do how
How
do
is
yeah, I
that,
men
how is it
disagree
an
in
with you, host.
oxymoron?
I disagree
I know
with
you
you,
guys
host.
do because you guys don't know what tough love is. It's not tough love. It's literally just you being an asshole. But
No, that's
so
not
No,
true,
what?
man.
Yeah,
you're being
100%. Do either
disingenuous.
one of you guys have kids? Are we
You're being
serious?
you're
Who
being
else here has
disingenuous.
kids? You got kids,
Public,
Nat?
public.
No,
You're being
no, I don't.
disingenuous.
Nat, you don't have kids?
No.
Public.
Mr. Lee Mines, you have kids.
It's not important. Public. The
And
point
it's
is this.
very important to wait for this conversation. Very important. Neither one of you guys have kids,
I don't have
right?
Public.
kids, but I
And I'm
listen,
telling y'all
I
that what
coach
you're
kids. I
describing
deal
is
with
not
kids every
tough
day.
love. It's just you being an asshole and not having any patience with
Not.
your child. It's not
It's
tough love.
it's
There's no such
implementing
thing as tough love.
boundaries.
It doesn't make sense.
Public. It's implementing boundaries and enforcements to make sure that the
Women do that
child.
all the time.
No, no,
Women are
not the
better.
same way.
Actually,
Not the
women
same
are
way.
better. Women are actually better at that than men are. The
They are
mothers are
not.
better at that.
They are
I would
not.
disagree.
They are
You would
absolutely not.
disagree?
I would
Okay.
disagree.
So how do you implement a boundary? How would you go about implementing it? And like, give me an example.
Like, okay, here's one. Right now, this you might laugh this off as anecdotal or whatever. Right, like when me and my brother would get in trouble as kids, my mother would tell my father. She would leave my father to do the disciplining, right?
The
Because for
abuse?
whatever reason, no, I wasn't
Would he
abused.
hit you?
Yeah, well, yeah, I
Then
got
you were
beat.
abused. Okay,
No,
so you got
no, no,
abused.
no,
Okay, so
no,
your mother
no,
would leave the abuse up to your father. Go ahead.
no,
I'm listening.
no. Don't disrespect my parents, bro.
I'm not.
Um,
No, it's a reality. I
it's
got hit too. I
I
was
wasn't
abused too until
abused.
I was 6.
I don't
Why
have
not let him
any
answer? Just
issues
let
or
him.
anything like that when I if
Of
I
course
did
you have
something
issues.
bad,
I'm listening to you right now.
I
You
would
got
get
tons of
disciplined,
issues.
bro. I mean, that's the problem. We got this thing where people don't like to be disciplined, and I would say
Most kids are
implementing
abused
discipline
right
is
now.
most
Hold on,
definitely a
Nat.
male
Hold on,
trait.
brother.
A male
Nat.
trait.
Most kids are abused. Still, they were abused back in our day, in your day, my day. They were abused in this man's day. They're still abused. Most children are abused.
You
So
think
I don't know what you're
discipline is
talking about. You think we
abuse?
need more abuse?
You think
Public, it's not
discipline is
abuse.
abuse?
It's not abuse. I don't know why you keep
Hitting a
using it.
child is abusive. Yes,
All right, well,
it is 100% abuse. Ask the child, is it abuse?
Matt, can I just quickly give him an example of what I guess tough love would look like, right? So I can give example of my personal life. Is that okay for you, public? I mean, that's
Yeah,
something
I've been asking y'all to give me an example anecdotally. That's all I've been asking for.
no problem. Okay, so when I was younger, me and my little brother, we would get into fights. And every time we got into fights, my father would not accept us or tolerate us. I'll be very quick. What he would do is he would sit us at opposite sides of this table, and he would make it very clear that neither of you can get up off this table until you reconcile and talk out your differences. And we sat there for an hour angry at each other, and eventually we ended up talking and we ended up leaving. The point is, yeah, you could say whatever you want, Kate. The point is that we did not leave that table until we came into a reconciliation. That's tough love. You did something wrong, you're gonna have to deal with it, and then you guys are not leaving. My mother would tell us that it's time for the boys to eat, and my father said they're not eating anything until they settle their differences off this table. So we didn't get beaten, we just weren't allowed to leave the table. So that's
Okay.
tough love. That's a discipline. That's a boundary, right?
It's
That's
not
something
tough love, but okay.
it is tough love.
That's tough love. That's tough
My
love.
mother wanted us to eat, and my father said we're not eating until we reconcile. That's a
So
difference.
how long would you guys let's say you didn't reconcile, would you guys not eat that night?
I mean, we always reconciled because we didn't want to sit at the table anymore, right? We eventually wanted
okay.
differences, right? But the point is, my father laid down
So
a
coercion. He taught y'all coercion.
Public, man.
He taught y'all coercion.
It's not coercion. The point is that we had to figure out conflict resolution skills to want to get out of the situation and talk it out. That's the point. My mother wanted us to leave the kitchen or leave the living room so we can go eat. My father wouldn't let us do that until we reconciled. That's my point. It's not starvation empowers. What are you talking
Hold
about?
on, man. You do realize that he was that's abuse too. Man, that's crazy, bro. Your only idea of discipline is rooted in abuse. So it's either starvation or physical abuse or mental abuse.
It's not
Like
starvation.
I have two children, but my oldest son, he has autism. He doesn't, we can't even that dude's different. He's he's in his own world. But my 8-year-old son, he's neurotypical for the most part. And we discipline him, right? He oversteps boundaries and yada yada yada. We talk to him. We don't, you know what I mean? We don't beat him over the head. We don't do any of that type of stuff. And he learns. He learns way better, actually. He learns way faster. And he's better. He's more, I would say he's emotionally more regulated than most kids his age that I've seen. He has less blow-ups, less meltdowns. He's not depressed. He's like, he listens better. Like all of those things. He's not afraid of us. He still tells us everything, right? Hey, he got something that went on in school, even if it's embarrassing, he'll let us know. Today it's cool and blah, 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 blah. And you know what I mean? So yeah, we have humanized our child because he's a fucking human and we treated him like a human. I don't do anything to him. I try not to. I ain't perfect because sometimes I do be snapping, but I don't know. I'll be snapping on grown people too. But I try not to do anything to him that I wouldn't do to an adult. Let's put it like that. So if I wouldn't starve an adult, I wouldn't starve a kid. You see what I'm saying?
We weren't starving. Do you not believe in your child having consequences for bad behavior? Meaning that something gets removed or taken away because they did something wrong, so they understand what they did was wrong? You don't believe in that?
I think you could show them that it's wrong without punishing them. And also there are such things as natural consequences. So you don't always have to create an artificial consequence for an issue, right? So if you and your brother are fighting or whatever the case may be, the natural consequence is y'all won't get along and your lives will be a living hell. So somebody got to fucking get over it and make up. But if you teach them, the better thing to do would be to teach both of you guys how to communicate individually. You see what I'm saying? If both of you guys learn how to communicate better, then maybe you could have avoided a lot of those blow-ups. Instead, your dad let the blow-ups happen, and then after they happened, he coerced you guys into making amends, which was a false amends, and you never really learned your lesson. That's why the shit kept happening. That's why it's a ritual.
Yeah,
It kept happening.
What I'm trying to tell
It
you,
kept happening. It kept happening.
The point I'm trying to make is eventually we did learn our lesson because we didn't want to end up back on the table. So we figured, you know what, we don't want to get back to the table, so let's just not fight and figure out.
So you didn't learn how to. I know. So you didn't learn how to communicate. You just learned how to not fight. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference. He never taught you how to communicate. He just taught you how to not fight, which is a different lesson. I would have taught my son how to communicate so that he wouldn't want to fight to begin with, which he does. Which how he is now. That's how he functions now. He doesn't want to fight. He knows how to communicate. His friends get mad. He talks to them, or he he sets boundaries. Hold on, wait. And he sets boundaries, and he goes. His friends do something that my son has broken up with many of friends for them being disrespectful. They don't want to share the toys. They don't want to listen. He goes. Yeah, I'm not Jacob's friend anymore. He never wants to share. He always wants things his way, and I don't like that. He never wants to share. He never wants to do anything that I want to do. So we're not friends anymore. And did you talk to him about it? Yeah, I've asked him a million times to change. He just like won't change. And I'm like, okay, because Jacob doesn't know how to communicate, but my son does. My son's not dealing with people who don't know how to communicate. I love it. I love that for him. I wish I was better at communicating. I wish I was as good. I wish I was as good at communicating as he is, as an 8-year-old is, right? But my mama didn't teach me how to communicate, and my daddy didn't teach me how to communicate when I was younger, and I'm just now learning how to communicate as a 42-year-old.
But I don't see how his father making them sit at the table is not doing exactly what you're saying, because I've had similar situations like that. Me and my brother. You can't come out this room until you and your brother patch this up, or it's the same thing, and you come out understanding that, for one, you don't fight with your brother because you and him are going to be together even after your parents are gone, and it's going to be you and him versus the world. And two, you learn to communicate with each other. So I don't
know about that one, bro.
I don't think discipline that way is wrong. It's we got this thing where it's like, this participation trophy shit, like that. We got to get out of this shit, man. That's
everything you say sounds like you sound like a racist white man. I promise you.
Bro. I'm just saying.
That's literally. Hey, wait. I'll put a 1 in the chat. Hold on. Wait. I ain't gonna hold you, brother. Put a 1 in the chat if when people buzzwords like participation trophy and things like that, do those things not sound like shit that you hear on Fox News? Put a 1 in the chat if that's some Fox News rhetoric, or 2 if it's not. I'm very curious because he keep telling me, oh, no, it's not. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's where I hear that from. I hear that from Fox. That's Fox News shit. That's straight off the Fox News table, brother. Rupert Murdoch wrote that line for you. That's crazy. That's nasty work, fam. Nasty work.
Yeah, public, real quick. I'll just say this, right? I think having tough love and having that nurturing effect from a strong father is something that boys need, and I think we're better off for it. I don't think it was a bad thing. You may see it differently. I think boys should have consequences in the home if they're
boys
doing
or girls. Shouldn't they both have consequences?
I think they can. I think the consequences.
Did you ever play sports as a kid? Did you play any kind of?
Of course, I played sports as a kid. I was a fucking great athlete.
Up to what level?
I'm still a great athlete. High school. I'm still a great athlete.
What sport did you play?
Football, basketball, and track.
Okay, so and I'm thinking you're what, in your 30s?
Nope, I'm 42.
42. Okay, so me and you around the same age. So we grew up in an era where I know the football coaches didn't play games. So you know all about what tough love is, bro. If you messed up on a play, you didn't get the play right, you had to hit the sideline and run them sprints, right? You had to run up them hills. You had to run them you had to run those sideline to sidelines. It's the same thing, bro. And what does that teach
not.
you? That made you
that's
a better.
Corporal. That's
made you a better
a sport.
Person.
No, it just made me a better athlete. No. It made me a better athlete. It didn't make me a better person.
And how to deal with things.
No, it didn't
go your way.
It didn't teach me how to deal with adversity. It made me faster, and it made me stronger. That's what it did. It didn't teach me how to do shit. What are you talking about? I'm telling you, without it. I used to hate I hated the rah-rah coaches that be all in your face and grabbing your face mask and shit and drop and give me 50 and all that military bullshit. I was like, you ain't got to talk to me like that. I push back against hella coaches for that type of talk. You know what I'm saying? I had a bunch of coaches growing up. Some other coaches was cool.
Did you grow up with a father?
Nah.
Real quick, Nat, I'm gonna drop anyway, public. I just want to give one last piece of advice to the ladies. Ladies, prioritize fatherly qualities in men. Make sure that the men.
Yeah, they don't want to hear that shit. Yeah, no, I didn't grow up with a dad. Go ahead, Zay. Zay, what's good with it? Oh, never mind. Yeah, no, I didn't grow up with a pops, fam.
I didn't. I wasn't trying to ask that to be funny, but
I don't care. I talk about it all the time. If you ever came to my page, you would know I talk about not having a father all the time.
Well,
all the time.
I just followed you, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting ready to jump down too. But I feel
All right,
like
bet.
it's I feel like we how can I say it? I feel like men who didn't grow up with male sort of like, I don't know if you had a male presence in your house, right? But
Yeah. My mom had a boyfriend from the age of 10 till she's still with the same dude. He was a fucking loser. Having a
okay.
man in the house don't mean shit.
Well, no, I mean it depends a lot on what kind of man, but you
Exactly.
know,
And sadly, most men ain't shit. Even your biological daddy might not have been shit, as far as I know. I don't know.
nah, I
I
mean,
don't play that game. I know my
I,
biological daddy wasn't shit.
I know. Listen, my dad was a high achieving man. He's a doctor. He's
Okay.
very disciplined.
Mhm.
You know, came from a very poor background. Grew
I don't
up
know if that has anything to do
destitute.
with
I don't know.
you
I'm
though.
just saying
Those
this.
are just his
He was
accomplishments. Like you could be
he.
you could be
No.
that person, still be a
This is
shitty
what I'm
person.
saying. What I'm
Yeah.
saying is he instilled in me and my brothers um, this an attitude of, you know, you can't be soft out here because this world is not soft. And when you start having self-pity and all this oh woe is me type shit, you will get ate alive out here. And a lot of that is feminine energy. Men need to be men. Men
So
need
you
to
don't
be
think that's
strong, need to be
misogynistic
soldiers.
just to arbitrarily apply something negative to women?
I don't think it's
That's not
misogynistic.
even negative. That is misogynistic
But
because
bro,
women
you
don't go
said,
woe is
but
me.
you've been doing it
Women
the
are.
whole time. You've
I
been doing it
haven't
the
been
whole
doing
time.
it.
You said men
Prove it.
are not empathetic, and
Who?
you
What?
said you said women
What? Say
are.
it again.
You said men are not empathetic. That's what you said. You
As
said
a group,
men.
we're not empathetic though.
I don't believe that. I don't
I
believe
know
that.
you don't because you don't know what empathy is. I had to
I
explain it to
I
you.
do know what empathy is. I
You
understand what
didn't.
empathy is.
I asked you what it was and you
I
couldn't
understand what it
articulate
is
it.
in practice, and I have a
Hold on,
million times
Nat.
over,
Hold on,
my
Nat.
guy.
Nat, hold on, brother. I'm
I
not even
have a
capping,
million
bro.
times over.
You didn't know what the word meant, right? Now you're saying that I said, brother. I'm telling you without a doubt. I don't need. You can literally look at the state of the world, and I can tell you that men lack empathy. Look at the state of the world. What more evidence do you need than famine, than disease, than wars,
Bro, I'm
than
gonna tell
wealth
you like this.
inequality,
Have you
than
ever
like
had to
what do
work
you
for a
need?
woman? Have you ever worked for a woman?
See, now you're
I
gonna
put
pivot to
no.
something
I
stupid.
just remember. No. You just made me remember
You see
something,
how you're
right?
gonna pivot
I
to
just
something
remembered
dumb?
something. I used to
Come on,
work for
Nat.
this lady, and
Okay.
it
So
might
you
have
got to
been the
give me an
worst experience
anecdotal
of my life.
experience.
Like
Okay.
she was petty.
I'll be back.
She
I'll be
was
back when you get there.
argumentative. I mean, she like if she can you imagine that woman with her finger on the button? Like there would be wars every single day. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't understand what y'all talking about. Like, like women fight over everything. They petty as hell. Like they war, they beef about everything. Men
Okay.
are able to remove emotion for the most part, or able to make decisions that we may not like,
Yeah.
but we'll do it, especially if it means good for the if it
So let
means
me
something
ask
good
you a
for the
question.
good.
Let me ask you a question. If women are more emotional than men, who is responsible for the majority of violence that's committed in the world?
I don't think that has anything to do with emotion.
Nope. 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 You don't just answer the question.
Men,
Okay. Is it even close?
because men
Hold on. Wait.
commit
No. No.
acts of
No. No.
violence.
No.
That's
I
what we
don't need a
do.
caveat. Trust me. We gonna walk down this path. I've done this 1,000 times. Do men are Is it even close? Let me ask you another question. Is it even close?
Well, as far as what
The rate of violence is the rate of violence between
no,
men
of
and
course
women.
not, bro. Come
It's
on,
not even close, right? So
come
men
on.
commit violence way more than women do. Okay.
Yes.
Would
Well,
you consider?
it
Would
depends on
you?
what statistic you're talking about.
Doesn't
Because
matter
I've
what
seen.
statistic. It doesn't matter what you
No,
point
that's
to.
not true. Infanticide
Name it.
happens a lot, and women are the
No, per
especially.
capita men do it more per capita. You don't know the numbers.
Bro, I've looked at them, bro. I've looked
You
at them.
haven't.
Like it's
I promise you haven't.
especially
Per capita men do
after
it more.
pregnancy. Especially after a pregnancy, women. They
I'm
feel
only
that
talking. What? That's
postpartum
wait.
stuff.
Oh, wait. Infanticide only happens after a pregnancy. What are you talking about?
Right, and I'm saying it's women that do it, that commit
That's
it.
not that per capita. Per capita, men do it more.
From ages like 2 to 4 or something like that.
Whatever
It's women.
age, per capita, men do it more. Also, who's more likely to unalive a pregnant woman?
More likely.
Exactly. Does the rate of violence go up or down when a woman is pregnant?
Because men have a greater
Hold on, wait. Don't
capacity for
give me the
violence.
why. You don't know the why. Don't pivot to the why. Just let's live in the reality. You don't know the
am.
why.
I'm stating the reality.
Okay, so you don't know the why. So let's just stick to the reality, right? There's a rate of violence. Is the likelihood that that woman is going to experience violence go up or down if the woman is pregnant?
I can't.
It goes
I'm
up.
going to plead the fifth on that because
It goes up. Yeah.
Way.
You can just say I don't know. Say I don't know. It goes up. Right?
Know.
Okay. Significantly, it goes up. That is when a woman is her most vulnerable. That is when a woman is most likely when she's pregnant. Yeah, she's most likely to be unalived when she's pregnant by a man. Most likely. So what you're saying
you mean like by her
by a man, by her man, yeah, by any man, but her man is going to more than likely be the person to do it. So it goes up, not down. So men don't protect women. That's right there. We're not protectors of women.
If that was the case, bro, the human
it's not
species
if.
wouldn't even be a thing.
Hold on, it's not if. It is literally the case. See what I'm saying?
I can't jive with that. I can't jive.
I know you because you don't. Sorry.
No, because it doesn't
proof
make sense.
Hold on, that it
doesn't.
doesn't because you don't know what you're talking about. So it's proof that you cherry pick at best. You cherry pick stats that you heard online. You haven't done any research whatsoever, right?
No, I've done plenty of research.
I promise you haven't. And how I know is Nat. Hold on, brother. Hold on, Nat. How I know you haven't done any research is because if you studied the infanticide rate and all of that stuff, then you would also know the rate in which women are unalived when they're pregnant, because it's all there. That's what I'm saying. So you cherry pick data. You don't do that. Don't cherry pick the data. Look at it from a holistic standpoint, right? Who is more likely to unalive a child? Women are more likely to unalive their child. It's not unilateral, right? Like women will unalive a child and it will be their child the majority of the time. Men are more likely to unalive any child, their child, the neighbor's child, a child on the street, a random child. So per capita, men actually unalive the same, like more children than women per capita. That's what I was trying to tell you. So you have to look at the numbers. You have to look at it from a holistic standpoint, right? Don't cherry pick the data. Don't do that anymore. Look at all of it, right? So when I talk about, and you want to talk about infanticide, femicide and infanticide go hand in hand when you talk about pregnancy, right? Because there's a child in there, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So if a man unalives a pregnant woman, he committed femicide and infanticide, both. That's my point. So he'll unalive the mother and the child. And the rate of that is exponentially higher for a pregnant woman than it is for a non-pregnant woman. Whether you believe it or not, whether you want to accept it or not, is irrelevant. I couldn't care less. Couldn't care less. I'm just telling you the facts. You can do with it what you will, but those are the facts, right? So we don't want to play the game. We don't want to talk about who's more emotional. Men, fuck who's more emotional. Who controls their emotions less? Who has less control over their emotions? Men.
Women.
That's stupid. That's stupid.
I think society is evidence for that.
That's not. Society would prove that men are the ones. How? Where?
Look at where we are now. What do you mean how? Look
who
where we are now.
Built?
If it wasn't for us as a species being able to come together, put our differences aside, and
you just told me 30 minutes ago. Nat, you told me 30 minutes ago. Correct me if I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. You told me that men build society. Am I correct?
Yes.
So how can you right now blame anything about society on women?
I don't blame anything on women. I don't blame anything.
Then why are you talking about society?
Because I'm talking about how I'm responding to you. I'm responding to you. You made the claims that somehow men lack empathy, lack the inability to make better societies based on comparing what you believe the traits that women have. You made those claims.
No, I base it. No. That's not. I based it on society. I base it on reality. I base it on the conditions that we live in. That's what I base it on. I base it on the rate of homelessness and cancer rates and unaliving rates and war, and that's what I based it on.
You blame that on men? How is that men's fault?
Who controls? Who built the society? Men. You said it.
How
if men built the society,
that women
you're
don't
not. Nat, think. Hold on. Don't talk. Don't talk for a second. Don't talk for a second. Go ahead, man. You're not.
No, go ahead, bro. Because I'm
I'm
saying
trying to help you out, brother. You're not tracking it. If
men
men
don't.
built this,
Go ahead. No, I was gonna say men don't tell women where to go, what they can study. It's not men's fault that women don't go into STEM. It's not
sir,
men's
that's a
fault.
wait. Don't pivot to another white supremacist talking point. I
No, I'm
promise
just
you. I
no.
don't even
I'm
care.
just saying
Hold
the
on.
stats
Let's back
show
it up.
women
Let's
don't
back it
go
up.
into
Let's back.
certain fields,
Let's
right?
back it
They
up.
don't go
Let's
into
back it up,
construction. They
sir.
don't go
Let's back it
right.
up. Before we even get into it, you don't even know what you're talking about. But let's just back it up. So society is controlled by men and was built by men. So anything that's going wrong, you don't get to take all the credit for building the society and then blame women for anything. So if women aren't going into construction, that's because men are blocking them out. If women aren't going into STEM, that is because men are blocking them out. That's what I'm saying. It's not because women aren't smart enough. It's not because they don't want to. It's because men block them out. It's the same thing about black people. Mr. Pro Black Man, why aren't black
No,
people
no,
signing up for STEM?
no.
Why aren't there more black people in STEM?
If you
For,
took if you
why
take
aren't there more
babies and you
Nat
put
Turner? Why
them,
aren't there more black men in college?
if you take black babies or you
No,
take babies in general
hold
and
on.
you
Answer
put
my
them,
question. No, you cannot. You haven't answered my question. Why aren't there more black men in college? Why aren't there more black men in college?
because the system seems to prefer black women.
You just said that men. You don't see how you're contradicting yourself every time you open your mouth. You
No,
just
I'm
said
not.
that they
It's
don't
not
tell.
contradiction. It's not
You just
contradiction.
said that the system doesn't tell women
Prefers
what to do. It
it
doesn't prefer
prefers
anybody.
no.
You just said that. You said it
Yeah, I
doesn't tell
did, and
women
I
what to
said the
do,
system
right?
prefers
So
black women
so
as
women
black men.
signing up for so women enrolling in college and getting more degrees, black women specifically, has nothing to do. Against. They're doing that against all odds. They're not doing it
No.
because society favors them.
No.
Nat Turner,
The system
is racism?
prefers them than it
Wait,
does
Does
black men.
is
It's always
racism
been
real or
that
not?
way.
Hold on. I gotta mute you up. I'm gonna ask you this question: Is racism real or not?
Yes,
Okay. Does racism affect black men and black women?
it affects them differently
Yes, it does. You're right. You know why?
because the system of racism, the original target has always been black men first
That's not
and
true.
foremost. That's
You
very
can't
true.
separate black men from
That's
black women.
very true. Going
It's
back to
stupid.
the very beginning of it, right? Even from the slave trade, they took more men than they took women. So
Yes, because men can work
that's
harder than women, but you still need women.
you
So they
you
targeted both. They targeted black
yes,
children too.
and they preferred women. That's why even going back to the 40s, you would have the black woman as the secretary at this white company. You would
You
walk
just
in
making
there
up
and
stuff.
she almost at the front like a guard dog.
Okay,
That's
so
like
anyways,
that's always
moving
been
on.
the
Let's talk
thing.
about let's talk more about stuff that you may know of because you don't know what you're talking about right now. This is crazy.
Bro, I'm
What are
cooking,
you,
bro. You have a audience, and I get it. You got to play up to that audience.
sir?
But
I don't have to play
I'm
up
just
to
being real, man. I
anybody.
love black
You're
women. I
not
love
being
black people.
real.
Period.
You don't love black people. You
I
actually
love my
despise
people,
black
bro.
people.
But one thing I do not condone is weakness in our
I
people,
think you
bro. I'm
actually.
sorry. I really
If I
don't.
had to guess, I think you hated all black people, not even just black women. I know
I
you don't
don't
like
hate
black
black
women.
people. I love black
You
people,
you
bro. I want
you
to see us
despise
win.
black
I want to
women.
see us win.
You despise black women,
I
and I
really
don't think
don't.
you care much for black men.
I don't, bro. I
That's
want
what
black
I
women to
think.
make better choices. I want black men to make better choices. I want black families to be strong. I want to see black families flourish. I want to see black children. I want to see black children at the top. I don't want to see sexy red. I don't want to see Pookie Ray Ray. I want to see. Uh, Du Bois. I want to see Frederick Douglass. I want to see Malcolm X's. That's what I want to see, man. I don't want to see. I don't want to see nonsense, bro. I don't want us buying into this whole feminism, LGBT. All that stuff
Yeah.
is
So you
nonsense.
don't love black people because are there not LGBTQIA people that are black? Yep.
Man, that stuff is
Are there
confusion,
not
bro.
black
It's a
are there not
sickness of
black
the
women? No,
spirit.
It's really not confusing.
It
You're just
is.
confused
It's
because you
sickness.
refuse to.
It's mental health. It's people in need of some real. Uh,
Nah, you gotta go. That was a bridge too far. I was dealing with the anti-blackness because you black. You know what I'm saying? You identify as a black person. But yeah, when you start talking that anti-LGBTQIA stuff, you gotta go, brother. Can't do it. Love you like a play cousin. Love you like a play cousin. That was wild. Damn, that was crazy. This is crazy. That's what, and y'all be wondering. I told y'all can have that shit. Y'all can have that phrase all day long. Y'all got it. Y'all won. Y'all got it. Hey, black men, are you pro-black men? Y'all got it, brother. I will never refer to myself as pro-black. As long as Nat Turner's ghosts, them type of black men, they got it. They got it. They got it. Y'all got that phrase. Y'all got it. That man was mad at lefty ideas while having a whole fucking leftist. the epitome of black lefty. all those black men he was talking about, they were all leftists. Malcolm was a leftist. Martin was a leftist. He was a socialist. All of them. They were all leftists. Damn. Golly, man. Golly. Nah. There you go, Mr. Elite, trying to coddle men. Look at him. Y'all want to talk about the problem with men? That's the problem with men right here. You have a man coming in and coddle another man. Stop coddling these niggas. Stop it. That man was just I let him be anti-black for an hour, and then at the end he started to be anti-LGBTQIA, and so I kicked him, and you said I was harsh on him. Please stop. I was patient. I was actually patient. I feel like I let him live too long, to be honest with you, on this panel, personally. Oh man, that was crazy. Give me a second, man. That was crazy. That was heavy. That was heavy shit. That was some heavy shit. Wow. Y'all know what it is, man. 161,000. I feel like y'all stopped tapping, man. Miss Andrew was good with it.
After it coming out my ears, now I have a little bit of it. It burns the hell out of that stomach.
Within the last 3 months, have you had unplanned weight loss?
Yeah.
The last 5 days, have your intake been less than 50% of normal? Eating, drinking?
Oh yeah, much. I was afraid to eat.
Man, she helping the patient. I ain't like that. I didn't like that talk for him at all. What up, Bula?
Hey, what's up?
Chilling.
I'm unbanned now.
Hey, good job. Congratulations.
It's been sad. It's been sad being in the TikTok jail or whatever. Yeah. I don't think these men know the difference between like pity and empathy or sympathy. Like they confuse them for each other. And I see that when I ask men to like be vulnerable, or I open up being vulnerable to them and they get defensive and like they think that they're being pitied or something, but it's like, nah, I'm just trying to relate to you, you know?
I feel that.
Yeah.
I've
And
definitely
then
felt
that's
that.
all.
I know what that feels like.
Yeah, and like that's why they take every kind of criticism as like
An attack.
an attack. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've just been thinking about that a lot, you know, and I've been thinking about how, well, the first thing I thought about that made me want to jump in is when the previous person one of the people that came up today was like, oh, I'm a father and I'm a daughter, or I have daughters, have a mother, blah, blah, blah. So did P. Diddy. So did Woody Allen.
Yeah.
So did that one serial unaliver. He had a daughter. I forgot his name. He had a
Oh, BTK.
can you say it again, like his actual name, because it was like
His
a
name was
Spanish
Raider.
name.
Oh no. I'm thinking about Raider. Raider had kids too. He had daughters. Yeah, he had a wife
Yeah,
and
well,
daughters.
yeah, this is a
Bundy
more
didn't have
recent
kids.
this is a
They
more
said Trump.
recent unaliver. Yeah, that guy for sure.
Ted had a
They all
family. I
got,
didn't know that.
and
Dennis
it's just
Rader.
like all this like jumping through hoops to try to find a point that they can't find ever. Like, honestly, at first when you started calling men AI, I didn't really get it, but now I get it because they start they like at some point they just stop having any original like thought. It's all just things that they've been saying to each other. It's like a endless feedback loop.
That shit is, yeah. It's a hive mind. It's a hive mind.
Oh, and then
Absolutely.
the other thing I wanted to talk about is like, you know, how you were saying that in general, humanity should try to be more like women because women are closer to being human than men are because
Yeah.
we're able to empathize and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that guy was, God, I'm ADHD. I'm sorry.
She said artificial ignorance.
That's funny.
Damn,
Good
that's
one.
funny.
Public, just talk for a second. It's gonna come back to me. I promise.
All right.
I had
I'm
a good
about to.
point.
Okay. I got some people in the queue. We gonna bring them up for a second. Damn, that was funny. That artificial ignorance is wild. Um, damn, man, that was crazy. Mr. Jones, what's good, family?
Man, I gotta talk to you, bro.
What's happening, man?
Listen, man, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like the way that sometimes you have a low cut Caesar and sometimes you got curly hair. I don't like the hat you wear. I don't like the state that you're from. I don't like
I don't like how he says
I don't like the way you laugh.
interesting.
I don't like the way you laugh.
This is terrible, man.
He
I gotta
says
get.
I don't like the way
interesting.
I don't like that you work in the car business. I think that you should have a better job. I don't like the way that your eyes squint up. I don't like the way that your eyes squint up when you laugh.
Is this Kendrick Lamar?
I don't like.
Or is it,
I don't like
who
the
is this?
headphones. I don't like the fact that you have a mic now because
This
I
is
had
crazy.
a mic first.
You did have a mic first. I think you made me get a mic. I was like, hey, man, this dude got a mic. I like the way that shit sound.
I don't like that you got a mic because now I feel like you're trying to be like me. I don't like that you're nice to women. I don't like that you're respectful.
Wait, let
I
me
don't like
talk.
how you talk respectfully to
get
men
some
until
off.
they get out of line. Oh, man.
So many things not to like, man.
Yeah.
It's so many things not to like. I like, man. You know what? I respect that though. I can appreciate that. I respect it. That's fair. You right, man. That's my fault. I did get a mic because of Mr. Jones though. I was on the live one day. I ain't gonna even hold you. I was on the live one day, and Mr. Jones was like, "I promise you won't be louder than me." And I was like, "Oh shit! Look how that mic. It just you really can't overshout. You can't overshout that mic. That mic hot." And I was like, "I need one of those." So I got the mic. I went and got a mic like a week later. I was like, "Yeah, I need."
I'm gonna come up
Didn't
with some more stuff.
Didn't Miss
Next time I
Public
come
get you
on.
the mic?
She got me one of my mics. I got a mic, and then she had ordered a mic for my anniversary already though. And then I got the mic like in between time, and she was like, "I wish I would have known you got that mic." And I was like, "Oh shit!" And I saw her mic. I was like, "Oh hell yeah, your mic is 10 times better." So I haven't used her mic. I haven't used my mic since.
No surprise there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like how you treat women like humans at all, bro. That shit is crazy.
Hella disrespectful. I know, man. I know. That's my bad. I'll try harder.
Oh, my favorite person, a bid is here.
Hey, but no, I'm not even joking.
A
I'm gonna write down a
Hold on,
whole nother list of things that I don't like. I don't like
Do
that
that.
your beard attaches on both sides.
No, it don't. My shit not connected, fam. I'm missing this one. I'll tell people that the other day.
Suffer from male pattern baldness.
Oh man, not yet. That shit's coming though. Jesus Christ.
I don't like how you say interesting. Why you say it like that?
Interesting. I don't know. It's because I'm from Cali. I know how to spell it, but saying it might be
I
a little
don't
tough.
say it like that. I'm from California. That's not a
We
good
from two different
excuse.
places though, Bula.
I don't like people who simp for men in dresses, which is what trans women are. But
You don't like what?
Just
Say it again.
anything about trans women on the
shouldn't be
background, bro.
simping for
Why are
men
you
in
so
dresses,
obsessed?
invading
Hey, you know
women's
what?
spaces.
I am convinced that a bid like met like a trans woman and then like fell in
Got
love
tricked.
with her, or you know what I'm saying, like or something, and they broke his poor little heart. Like that's the only conclusion I can come to, because all he ever does is talk about trans women, bro. Like check
He's
his
not
They're invading
reckoning
women's
with
spaces
his
and you simp
own
for them. That's the problem.
queerness.
like nobody was talking about that.
No,
Hey,
the
hold on.
previous
Hey,
guest was.
Abid, where's does your wife know? Does your wife know you on TikTok right now?
He
Yeah,
doesn't have a
she doesn't
wife.
care.
Why y'all
Yeah, no,
always
he
No, he
reference the
does.
Jones
She
just heard
wife?
her
does.
voice.
She does.
He doesn't
She
have
made him
one.
get offline one night when I was debating him. Made him
Oh,
get
for real?
offline. Oh yeah.
You heard
Made
her?
his ass get straight offline.
That was his
Damn.
mother.
Shout out to Mrs. Abid, man. Free
Yeah,
that
was
she
woman
his
knows
till
you
she
on
free.
mom.
live right now.
Yeah, she's here.
You better go
Free,
check with
That was his
mommy.
mother.
free that
That was
woman
my.
till she free, man.
Big facts.
Okay, listen.
Big facts.
You're talking about the black community. You think
Tell your wife I
having
said
men
man.
choose the bear. Choose the bear. If you can hear me miss a beat, choose the bear. A big
Hold
you
on,
can't
man.
guys,
fight.
see, you're part of the problem, man.
Oh man, it's crazy.
You want to
It's about to
He
be
destroy
crazy.
the
can't even
community.
fight.
See, you're the reason the population is declining because you want every
I
woman to
have
be a
5
feminist.
kids, bro. How am I causing population decline?
Yeah,
I have
but
5
you don't want other
children. How
people to
many more
have
you
kids.
want me to
That's the
have,
problem.
Abid? You want
You
me?
you, you want to
Hey,
destroy the
listen.
nuclear
Are you
family.
having a
That's the
problem having
problem, bro.
children, bro? Is that the problem?
You want the nuclear family to be destroyed. You don't want people to be
I
married.
have 5 kids. How many more you want me to have?
No, I'm saying you
Hey,
were
raise your hand
advocate.
if you down for baby number 6.
Yeah,
Like, bro, what is
you
it
want to
that you
create
asking
stem
from
cells.
me?
That's
Hey
the
man,
problem.
go in and get that thing snipped and tied up, brother. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Don't have no more babies, bro. You done.
Abid thought he did something right there.
No, I'm saying
I'm the reason there's
look at what you're
population
advocating
decline.
for.
I have 5
You're
children, bro.
advocating for the destruction of marriage.
Abid,
You're
have you
advocating
ever
for the
got
destruction of
anyone
family. You're
pregnant
advocating for the
before?
destruction of God. You should fear God, man. Find God.
Fear who?
You
Fear
Find
God.
God.
Bro, I'm not
Find
about
God.
to. I'm not about to
I
fear your
don't fear
fairy
God. I
tale
fear
lies.
Abid.
Get out of here.
Yeah, that's the problem. Well, you
They
don't
said they
fear
fear
Planned
you a bit.
Parenthood putting more abortion clinics in the black community and black
Oh man.
neighborhoods.
Hey, hold
Okay,
on, wait.
that's
A bit.
okay. You
Bit.
want
Who
the
you?
black community destroyed. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Because you're
You
so
right.
in
Hey,
with these
but
leftist
a
ideologies that are
bit. Hold on,
destroying
real
the
quick.
black
I got a
Abid
question for you.
watches.
Hold on, y'all. Wait. It's
Okay,
too.
I'm a
Y'all,
mute.
my shit getting a bit. Real quick. Why are you saluting somebody? Who are you saluting in your picture? I'm very curious.
Me.
People with self-respect that are
Me.
advocating for family and justice and not the destruction.
With liberty and justice for all. One
Yeah,
nation
not you.
under God.
Yeah, you're okay with your
He
daughter being a
Canadian, bro.
stripper.
That's
You
not
don't
even
even
his
have
accent.
self-respect. Well, you are a beta male, Jones.
Yeah, but that's
You're
the
the
person who
definition
taught
of a
it to
beta
him
male.
sounds like that.
You're okay with your daughter being a stripper. How can you say you have self-respect?
What?
Why you always say that weird
I don't
shit,
own
bro?
my daughter's body, you weirdo.
Yeah, it's called having self-respect, having
Yeah,
standards
no,
for your family.
self-respect is just respect of oneself.
Yeah,
That's
having
her body,
smex work is the
weirdo.
definition of degrading yourself.
It's not the definition of degrading
It is.
yourself. Who told you
It's
that?
literal degradation.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something right now. You know what's hold on, who dropped? Hold on, y'all. Was he dropped or did y'all drop him?
Yo,
Come on, y'all. Come up a bit. I didn't drop you, bro.
a bit like, hey, yo, let me switch. Let me switch so I can have a mic too. Let me switch from my phone to my iPad, bro, so I can have a mic. I'm gonna turn on the camera so he can see.
A bit. Did a bid get clipped or did he get dropped? That's the question I have. A bid, did you get clipped or did you get dropped, fam? I'm curious. Cause I didn't drop you. This is crazy. What up, motivation? Motivational.
Hey,
What's good
what's
with
up,
it, fam?
host? What's up, host, man? What's good
I'm
with
good.
you, man? First of all, respect you, man.
I'm
Respect to
chilling.
the panel. Respect to your followers. Man, and I just have
Yeah.
one question. I heard you say a very interesting statement earlier. You said that any form of physical punishment or
Discipline
discipline on a
on a
child is abuse. So, like,
Yeah,
where do you get that from? Like, where do you get that personal perspective from?
from my dad.
From your
That's the
so
first person that told me that.
your father taught you that any form of physical discipline, even if it's controlled spanking, couple swats
Yeah.
on the hand, couple swats on the bottom, not
Yep.
abuse. You're not angry. You're not mad.
That is abuse. Yeah.
It's not
My dad
abuse.
told me
How's
that
it
in
abuse?
19. Let me see. I'm pretty sure my earliest memory of him talking about not hitting your kids. I was like 7 or 8. I want to say that was the first time he said that. He was like, "You don't hit your kids," and he was like, "That's abuse," and we got that from slavery and da 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 da. So my dad was like really big on like not doing like shit from slavery.
So,
And
so this
yeah.
is so I respect you having that perspective, but I disagree. What I would say that was from slavery that I do disagree with, yes, was there extremes that you heard people with nightmare stories about how, their parents grabbed extension cords and wire hangers and the nearest thing to them and started whooping them? I absolutely disagree.
What are
Disagree
you
with.
saying?
You've never heard of that.
Say it again.
I'm saying back in the day, I've heard nightmare stories, and this is from the black community where
Oh, I
people
got
used
what you're
to.
saying. I got you. I
Yeah,
got you. So
yeah.
you're saying
So
that
I agree those things were wrong. Like that
no.
was
No. I'm saying that's not what I was talking about though. Any form of corporal punishment is wrong.
well.
Hands,
I would have
slapping
to
hands. Let me ask you a question. Motivational. If
yes.
you and I had a problem, let's say we worked together and we had an issue with one another, would you slap my hands?
No, you're a grown man. That's different.
Okay. So no, I know because you see me as a human being. So why do you think it's okay to slap a small child's hands?
It's
Are they not
when it
human?
comes to it. They're still human. It's not about them being human. They don't. They do
That is
not
very deep.
understand.
Wait.
First of all,
That's you don't think that
they
that's dehumanizing to
they're
slap a
still
person?
human. They do not understand they do not understand human language and the communication of human language like we do.
That's more
They're
of a
still
reason
learning.
not to hit them, weirdo.
Because you have to talk to him after you hit him,
First of
right?
all, first of all, Mr. Jones, I'm not a weirdo. First
Like
of
that?
all,
No, like you literally came up here so you could
no.
advocate for hitting kids. This is
So let me
weird.
tell you,
This
Mr.
is
Jones.
weird
First of all, you don't
behavior.
have to agree with
He's
my
like, you know what I
perspective.
want to
could
do when
care
I grow
less.
All right,
up?
hold
I
on,
want to have
hold on.
kids. Bro,
I could care less if
bro,
you
I'm
disagree with
talking
my
now.
perspective.
I'm
Because
talking
I
now.
had
That's
two
fine.
kids.
Yeah, but
I
I'm
was
talking now.
talking, and
Yeah,
you
I'm talking now.
interrupted me. So first of all,
You
you can shut
paused.
your mouth, bro. Let's get
Hold
that
on,
straight.
y'all.
buddy.
Hold on.
Buddy
Wait.
upset.
We
Buddy
got it.
upset.
We not
All
going.
right?
Let's keep it. Let's keep it
Because
controlled.
you was trying to overtalk me, bro. I was
Okay,
speaking. You
we got it.
jumped in
We
and you called
listening.
me a
Okay,
weirdo.
we
I wasn't
already
calling
beyond
you
that.
names. All right?
Motivational.
Now,
I
if
hear
you
you,
want me
brother.
to, I can. You
No.
understand?
We not calling. We gonna keep it as respectful as we possibly can. I do think
Okay.
that advocating for abuse of children is very problematic and
First of all,
disrespectful.
it's not abuse when it's controlled. When you're not being emotional, when you're calm, it's a couple spanks. You've
Who's
already
not
explained
emotional? Wait.
prior. It's
Motivational.
you already explained
Who's
prior.
wait?
You
Hold on.
give
Time
them
out.
a
Time out.
choice. Okay, yeah, all right. I've
Time out.
heard your perspective,
Who's?
but go ahead.
I know you haven't though, because I'm asking you. You just said that it's not emotional. You're not emotional. The kid's not emotional though. Very emotional. It's very emotional for a child. It's emotionally. It destabilizes their emotions actually. So why are you hitting a child?
You're not.
There's
It's
tons
not
of
hitting.
studies
It's
done on this. There's
discipline.
not.
There's a complete difference. See,
No. That's abuse.
See, you're. No, that's
You
not
conflate
abuse.
discipline with abuse. You shouldn't do that.
No, that's not abuse. Is actually abuse. That means you're slapping the kid across the face. You come home from
No.
work.
There's many
You're
forms of
angry.
abuse.
You're mad, so you just hit your child. That's abuse. You're
Man, this
you're
is so.
conflating.
I hate.
You're
This is like a
conflating.
triggering conversation actually when you
You're
think about it. Like
conflating.
it's so
You're
weird. I don't know.
conflating discipline from abuse. And I understand why, because you were taught that. I get that. And then because you were taught that, you accepted that way of thinking. I get that. And I understand that. And I respect that. But it does not mean it's correct.
I'm just gonna tell you something right now. If I catch you hitting on your kid, I'm gonna call them people on you, and I'm gonna tell you to stop hitting.
First of all,
That's me.
then I'm gonna handle you, bro. I have a right to discipline my kids. But if you
Okay.
don't want to go home,
So
get between me and disciplining my kids. You understand?
You think it's gonna go that way, but
Right.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Oh, I know,
if I
I'm a
catch
Marine,
anybody
bro.
out in public whooping on their
You can
kids,
handle me?
it's gonna be a problem.
Is
Yeah.
And nobody
Yeah.
believes tough guys on the internet.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm not. I don't
literally
even. I'm not
nobody.
threatening nobody.
Bro,
I'm
I'm
just
not a
telling
tough
you.
guy. I'm a
I'm gonna
Marine.
call them
That's who
people.
I am.
I'm
bro.
a
You talking about
Marine.
tough guy.
Hold on,
Marine.
motivational.
Me,
I
bro,
don't.
me,
I'm never.
let's meet
I
up.
just want
I'm
to let
not
you.
a
Hold on.
tough
Wait.
guy. I've never claimed to be.
I just want to say something to you. I will never. I'm not. I'm not on no tough guy shit either. I don't even play that game. But I'll be honest with you. If I were to ever be afraid of a man, it wouldn't be a man that lays his hands on kids.
Sure wouldn't.
Or women. I would never. Those
First
men
of all,
never
it's
scare me.
discipline, bro. That's not
Ever.
abuse.
Yeah. So
If I catch you hitting on a kid, I'm gonna call them people on you and I'm gonna talk to you about it. That's all I'm saying. You can take it however you want to take it. We're gonna talk about it and I'm gonna call them people on you. And you can wait. I'm gonna be like that. You know, them white people when they be waiting on the police to come and they already called, they be making that face like they're on their way. They're on their way, buddy. Don't worry about it. You wait right here, sir.
What you're gonna get. That's all I'm saying.
Do you mind if I interject?
You stay out of the business.
Go ahead, Mr. Jones.
Hey, motivation is not your turn anymore, friend.
Go ahead, Mr. Jones, please. Go ahead.
Like I couldn't imagine, you know what I'm saying, like as a grown man, understanding that hitting other adults is not okay, right? But you are trying to justify hitting children after you yourself, right? You yourself have already acknowledged that they don't have the communication skills necessary to understand why they're being hit. This is crazy talk. Like this is imagine
it's not crazy talk.
It is crazy, bro. I didn't. You asked me not to interrupt you, so now I'm gonna ask you
go
to be
ahead.
quiet.
Go
Thank
ahead.
you.
Go
I
ahead.
appreciate that. Yeah. So I have 5 children, right? 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. None of my children have I ever put my hands on. I am constantly told by their teachers how well behaved and how respectful they are. This is how children learn. If children are jumping up and down on the sofa and I don't want them to jump up and down on the sofa anymore, I say, hey, listen, you can either sit on the sofa or you can stand on the floor. And if they ask me why, I said, because if you keep jumping on the sofa, you might fall and break your arm or bust your head open, and then you're going to have to go to the hospital. And now I've given them the ability to cognitively, you know what I'm saying, decipher which one of these options makes the most sense to them, right? I've given them the ability to critically think. And so now they're like, man, do I want to break my arm? Do I want to bust my head open? Probably not. So yeah, I'm going to sit down or I'm going to stand on the floor. Like, but if I beat them, all I have done, controlled spanking, bro. Like you can spray fucking,
Controlled spanking,
you can spray perfume on shit, it's still shit. Like you spray perfume on shit, it's still shit. Like that's crazy talk. Anyways, so if I beat my children, what I have done is quite literally change the way that their brain synapses fire. So now, you know what I'm saying, I've changed quite literally their neural pathways. Now that child is more likely to be in an abusive relationship or be the abuser in a relationship later in life. They're more likely to have substance use disorder. They're more likely to end up in jail from all of those. You know how many people in jail that got beatings? All of them. Literally all of them.
So this is the huge mistake you made. You switched the word spank with beat. That's 2 different things. That's 2 completely different things. But in your mind,
what's the hold on, what's the definition of spank? I'm just curious. What's the definition of spank?
The definition of spank.
Yeah, let's hear it. Tell me what the definition of spank is.
If you now, I haven't looked it up. When I think spank, it's to whoop. You whoop a child. You discipline a child. Now
you whoop a child. You know, whoop is just the way, another colloquial way of saying whipping, and whipping comes from slavery. Like in our indigenous African culture, we never put our hands on our children.
We didn't whip our kids, man.
At all.
We didn't do it. That's some European shit. But hold on, real quick. Hold on, I got a kid here. I want to ask this kid. Hold on. We're gonna ask the kid some questions. Okay.
Okay.
All right. How would you feel if I were to hit you? What if you did something wrong? How would you feel if I were to spank you?
Sad.
It would make you sad?
Yeah.
Do you think it would be better? You think it works better when mommy and daddy talk to you, or if we were to hit you? Talk to you. And why do you think it's is it easier for you to understand when we talk to you than when we hit you? Right?
Yeah.
Have we ever hit you?
No.
When you're in class and stuff like that, what do your are you around your friends who have, like your friends that get spankings and stuff like that?
I don't know if they do.
You don't know? Oh, they don't talk about it?
Yeah, they don't talk about it.
Okay. Are there kids in your class who maybe like have a hard time making like what was your friend? That one friend who
Amir?
Amir? No, not Amir. Amir's cool. What was the guy?
Genesis?
No, not the girl. The guy. Remember, you had to stop being his friend.
Oh, Messiah?
Messiah. I think Messiah gets spanked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I feel like it very.
And he was the one that punched you, right?
It was on accident. It was a long time ago, yeah.
Yeah. And you stopped being his friend after that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to check with you. Okay, cool. Thanks, baby. Love you.
So I just want to say a couple things because you just taught proper parenting, communication. Wonderful, right? So I'm up here for a couple reasons. So people been lying on you for the past couple days, even to the point where they're lying on other people. By the way, I've never been before, but was totally told I was on your panel, and I'm like, this is why men shouldn't give dating advice because y'all just lie when the truth will do. But Master called himself disciplining too, right? His commodity. Master taught himself, whipping. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe in them as well. Have 2 boys. One is going to college. Full ride. I'm not paying for nothing. Academic, soccer. I ain't even paying for cleats. 0.
Damn.
Not paying for jack. So I've been talking to them. I realized at the age of 3 that they could at least understand yes and no, right?
Yep.
So my kids have no problem. He come in the door, he be like, Mom, let me tell you about Jace and Reese. They broke up. Like I'm hearing all the high school gossip.
They tell you all the drama when they feel safe with you. They'll tell you about everything.
All of it. I have a 17 and a 12-year-old. My 12-year-old has some medical issues that he was not comfortable sharing with his father that he shared with me. So there are so many avenues to parenting that you don't have to beat your child. And let's stop playing like it's controlled because you angry when you do it. You
always angry when you do it. I don't want to hear it. You angry when you do it, fam. There's no way around it.
You can't tell me how I feel, bro. How can you tell me how I feel?
We don't know how you feel
when I'm dealing with this
I'm gonna tell you something right now that's triggering as fuck. Because I remember hearing this growing up, and this shit it will haunt me to the day I die. Right. It hurts me more than it hurts you. No, the fuck it don't. That's the biggest lie parents tell their kids. I can't stand that shit. It hurts me more than it hurts you. That's some gaslighting. That's fucking crazy. That's insane. That's crazy talk.
So let's confront, first of all, something that was trying to suggest it, since none of you know me. You try to suggest that I don't communicate with my son. Me or my wife don't communicate with our son. And we do communicate with our son, who's about to turn 2. And he's very smart.
Wait.
He's very smart.
You beating a 2-year-old?
First of all, it's not beating. First of all, what you're not going to twist, ma'am, what you're not going to twist, spanking and discipline. So I don't care what you think.
Spankings is beatings, bro. You could try to change it in any way. Motivational. I'm gonna tell you something right now, brother.
Let me tell you, bro.
You could try to downplay it all you want. You could try to call it something else. We gonna call it what it is. You beating a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm calling it the word. That's the fucking word.
Also, what you don't realize is you're not teaching him emotional regulation. You're teaching him aggression.
Facts.
Man, and my son, I communicate with my son all the time. My wife communicates. So first of all, whatever you want to assume it over there, man, wherever the hell you are, because you don't know. Thank you.
Okay.
So shut that down. Thanks.
Yeah, okay. That's great.
Thank you.
I guess you think because you talking
Thank you.
No, hold on. Wait.
Sir, I'm not. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna let DJ go ahead and finish your statement. I don't want to. This is crazy though. It is. I'm just telling you, it's very triggering. I don't think you know how triggering it is to hear that you beating on a 2-year-old. People are still open. It's the last look. I'm telling you. I could imagine that conversations. I could imagine how conversations like this went 50 years ago. But conversations 50 years ago was men talking about beating on their wives. You see what I'm saying? Like now we got the last thing because we can't do that no more. Now it's. No, for real. 50 years ago, we were talking about beating on our kids and our wives, but it was like accepted, right? But then it became illegal to beat on your wife, right?
For a man to talk about beating up his wife.
It was acceptable.
There's no room, bro. There's no conversation ever had with anybody where just hitting on a woman was okay.
You're not 50 sir. We're young. I'm trying to tell you, 50 years ago, though, it was very commonplace. Very commonplace. Men would talk about it very openly, about doing it. Sean Connery was in an interview with Barbara Walters talking about punching a woman in the 80s. You think they wasn't doing it in the 60s? They was knocking women's heads between the washer and dryer. So was they. And they was doing it to their kids too. So my point is that finally though, we can't do it to women anymore, thank goodness, but we can still do it to our kids. And I'm just imagining, I'm putting myself in that headspace 50, 60 years ago, thinking the way I think right now and hearing men talk about beating on their wives and their kids. That's fucking nuts.
Bro,
that's a 2-year-old is crazy.
Hey, I just thought of a couple other things, bro. I just thought of a couple other things. Hold on, bro. Hold on, man. Motivation. Hold on. I just thought of a couple other things. Hey, y'all, Public tie his shoelaces with the bunny ear method. Still to this day, I seen him. Also, you could tell by how close he get to the mic that his breath stink.
Nah, I'm gonna push back on that one. That's a lot. The mic smell decent.
I just want to point something out about emotional regulation too, right? Because I see tonality changes depending on who we're talking to, right? And so when you can openly say, I won't engage in smacking the hand of a grown man, but I will engage smacking the hand of a child, and you are a full-grown adult and touting that you're a Marine and all these things, although I was Go Navy myself, but whatever, you know what I'm saying? When you can openly say, I have no problem doing something to a small human, but I will think twice about doing it to a full-grown adult, you have to wonder. And also, men, you got real in your chest when I was talking to you, real in your chest. No. So I just have to wonder, right? Because you about to get in your chest again. But whenever Mr. Jones or Public says, hold on, let me say something, motivation. Let me say something. You know what I mean? The air come out. I'm not scared because, I was in the military too. So that don't move me. And I grew up in the shop, so none of that moved me. But
it shouldn't move you.
And what I'm saying
I'm not expecting it to.
What I'm saying is, when you're an emotionally regulated adult, you do not beat, whip, or whatever terminology you want to use, like Massa did on a 2-year-old child that does not, one, know how to regulate their emotions, because you're teaching them the very same thing that you're asking them not to do. You're literally teaching them the very same thing. And then you're teaching them that violence is how you deal with situations. There's so many things wrong in you doing that. And you can change the verbiage all you want to. But no matter how you change it,
and it comes out of this, and I get it. Did you have your right to have your perspective about this? Does not make it right.
Okay.
Because
I said what I said. I'm gonna let you have it. You said
discipline your child, spank your child is not beating your child. See, first of all, what I never said, what I would never do, what I would never encourage any parent to do is take their hand and put it across a young child's face or any of that mess. I've never said any of those things. You know why I never said any of those things? Because that would be absolutely despicable. That's abuse. That's beating. When you're taking your hand, you're taking it across a woman's face, a child's face, any small child, any of those things is not okay.
That's cognitive dissonance. That's cognitive dissonance. Sir. That's crazy.
Sir. So what? But when it's discipline, controlled, calm discipline, and you spank a child hand a couple times, they'll be absolutely fine.
You know what's crazy about this? That you're calling it calm and controlled. I would actually prefer that if you were more emotional when you did it. Like if it's like cold and shit like that, like that's even crazier to me. Like that's some real psychopathic type stuff, bro. Like I would just rather you not hit on the kid though. But damn.
I like you because you good at trying to twist people's words. See, and what I did not say is
I'm twisting your words.
I said I was emotionally calm. See, you then used the word and said it would be better if I was emotional.
Can I say something really quickly?
That's cold.
Can I say something really quickly?
I was emotionally calm.
Yeah, can I say something really quickly? If you were hitting a child and you were emotionally calm, bro, that is sociopathic in nature.
It's crazy. I'm trying to tell you, it sounds crazy.
Yeah,
it sounds crazy.
No, it's not sociopathic.
No, it legitimately is the definition of sociopathic. That's sociopathic.
So you would prefer someone be
I prefer you talk to your children.
Emotionally,
I prefer you talk to your children instead of putting your hands on them.
I'm gonna say this
And the
again.
great
I'm
thing
going
is,
to whoop you
in my
now. Sit
household,
down on the bed. Like what?
in
What the
my
fuck?
household, the great thing is you keep your damn nose out of my household. And if you
You
believe
brought us
in
in
I
your
hope they grow
household,
up. I
sir.
hope they grow up and leave you in an old folk home.
if you believe in your mind, if you believe in your mind any form of discipline, physical discipline on the child's abuse, you have the right to believe so.
Physical discipline,
What are
absolutely.
you gonna say? What are you gonna say when your child?
but
What are
to
you gonna
say
say when your
I have
child's
to
spouse
have
and
that
significant
same
other?
view
What
is
are your child? What are you gonna
absolutely
say when your child's
nonsense.
spouse or significant other? You know what I'm saying? Like come crying to you because your child, your child is beating on them.
That's not how I'm raising my
You
son.
know what?
No, that
Like,
is
so
exactly how you're raising your son
That's
because the
not how I'm
statistics
raising my
say
son.
so. The
I feel
But
like
what's
statistics say
funny
so.
is
I
there's
feel like
just a
we're not gonna get
generation of soft
nowhere with
Americans is actually
motivational.
sort of funny, bro.
I feel like we're
It's
not gonna get
humorous.
nowhere with motivational. I feel like we've reached other people, but I don't really feel like we're gonna get nowhere. So he can justify his actions all he want to. I'm gonna tell you, karma is a mother, and I'm gonna just say it like this. This is why we shouldn't take.
May I
Imagine
say
saying,
something,
yeah,
please?
Ocean. Let me just say this one thing real quick, and then you got it. I promise. I'm gonna mute my mic. But listen, imagine taking, you know, what I'm saying, like some of the worst attributes of white supremacy and inflicting them upon your own family members. You're like, you know what?
Bro,
Like my ancestors got their ass whooped, so I'm gonna whoop my kids too.
first of all, I would never ever. Okay, you want to talk historically what happened to our ancestors? I have never done any of those forms to my son ever. What are you whipping? Are you talking about? Are you serious, bro? All the crazy stuff that happened to my ancestors, I ain't never done any of that to my son. So what are you
Again,
talking about right
we
now?
not gonna reach motivational. I came up
What
here
are
for
you
20.
talking about, dude?
Now that y'all
Historically,
want to say motivational, now that y'all want to say I was on public panel, now y'all can say I'm on public panel, and I'm gonna say the same thing I said in the other live. I rock with his message real fucking hard. So now y'all got it. The other thing is, this is why we shouldn't take advice from men, because I would almost put $100 on the fact that motivational's wife is black. The only thing they can say about public is his wife is white. But if this is what we getting, if that's all you can say, if this is what we getting, and I like my meat well done. I'm just gonna say that I like it well done. But if
well,
this is what we getting when we say we getting black men, I got a problem. Because I have no problem with his wife being white. I have not an ounce of a problem with his wife being white. But if you gonna tout pro-black, if you gonna tout that you for black women and you cheating and you beating and you doing all of this, you not pro-black. You not even pro-women. So
what
you
the
not
hell?
finna cheat in peace. You not finna cheat in peace. We not finna let you have it. And you can go on about your business and the bear has won.
So wait. Because my wife is black, that means what now?
Choose the bear.
So you're
Man, this
trying to
shit good.
suggest
This shit
you're
heavy.
trying to
Hold on, we
suggest
gotta
that
let
my
Ocean
wife
go,
doesn't have a
y'all. Hey,
good
Deja, I appreciate you coming up. We gotta let
Wait.
Ocean rock out, y'all.
No, stay up.
No,
You're
no,
trying
no,
to
no,
suggest
no.
my wife
I
doesn't have a
got
good
a lot of people in this queue, fam. I gotta rotate. We rotate. Go ahead, Ocean. Let Ocean go. This is
So,
crazy.
so I have been coming on to your. Thank you so much, Public, for letting me come up. And
No worries, no worries.
I have been coming up and wanting to come up for so long because this is just it's
Let's get back to the prompt.
it's saddening to me. I'm going dating advice to women. I
Yeah.
want to just talk about this whole situation with Mr. Motivational
I
about
know. I really want to get off of it. It's really triggering. I'm getting antsy. I'm putting it like that. It's making me. I'm uncomfortable. I don't like it. I really
I
don't.
just want to
It's
say
very disturbing.
I want to say one short thing.
Okay, go ahead.
It is okay to change our minds and evolve. I understand that he is like staunch with it. And this is why people say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, is because black people, and especially black men, have a hard time learning new concepts. It's okay that you've been taught this thing and that you've done it all your life and that this is the way you grew up, but it is okay to accept a new concept. Allow yourself the ability to think of a thing in a new way and why it doesn't benefit your children and why it didn't benefit generations before us. Yes, we were well behaved, but it was because we were
When?
no, I'm about to.
When was it? What people be? I don't be knowing when these times was.
Listen, we were well behaved because we were afraid.
Okay.
And
Well, what do
still,
you mean well be? Oh, hold on, wait. What do you
I'm
mean
talking
well
about
behaved?
children, black children, because see, black people seem to think that because we beat our kids are more well behaved than white people, and that's not always the case. It's because we're more afraid to misbehave, and then
Okay.
we,
So you mean okay,
and
okay.
then
You mean
for
well, you mean in society,
in
black
society,
people.
out in
Yeah.
public,
Okay.
yes.
I was like, we got to be real specific. I'm sitting there like, wait,
I
because
was coming around to it,
okay. I just
brother.
want to. Okay. I'll let you go. Let you cook. All right. Go.
I
Go.
was cooking. I'm warming it up. I'm a slow cooker. And so we tend to think that because our children are more well behaved out in public, but that's not true because behind our backs, they're doing the most heinous things. They're doing, and that's because we've been beating our children, instilling fear in our children. So it's okay. You have a 2-year-old and you really have the opportunity right now to break that generational curse, break that mindset. It is okay to change your mind and to learn a new concept of how to raise your children to be a whole human being, a holistic human being. And I love the fact that you're talking about men, please. So I'm going to go back to the prompt. So I'm done with that.
Thank you.
Done with that.
Well
Men,
said, by
please.
the way.
Men, please. Thank you. Men, stop giving dating advice to women. The reason why y'all need to stop giving us dating advice is because y'all give us so many mixed messages. Y'all are the reason why we're confused. And you blame us for being confused because y'all keep lying to us.
That's the
Y'all,
point.
y'all are not telling women the truth. Limerence is what y'all want us to be in. It's not love. Because
That's the
y'all are
point. That's the point of the approach, Ocean. That's why I want to say that's the point of it. They want women to be confused.
y'all want us to be in limerence. Y'all want us to be in naivete. Y'all want us to be delusional. But then y'all blame us for being all of those things behind y'all. But y'all are creating the narratives of why women are fantasizing romance that y'all are not being y'all are not being pushed this narrative of romance. The only time y'all are pushed the narrative of romance is in porn or in anything that'll get y'all sex. We are being pushed romance. I'm so
Not
sorry.
in porn. That ain't porn is the opposite of romantic.
But I'm saying the fact of trying to get a woman through whatever means that you got to do to get a woman through R&B music and what have you. All of these ways that you are seducing women, really, it's really it's a spell. It's spell work. But women, we are being sold this narrative since childhood to need a man for our very survival. So then you have women competing with women for the male
validation.
for male validation, but also male security for our very
Facts.
for our survival, for
Facts.
us to just be in this world. So that's where you get the pick me and the mammies and all of these things because women are competing against one another as we are the commodities. We're the commodities, really, because we have to birth the children. And we think like, and we're having to be told and sold this lie. And it's not
Without kids,
basic.
women are without kids. I think women are still very much like a huge net positive to men's lives
But
without birthing kids.
we're very much a net positive. You seen the black wife effect?
Yeah, I've seen it.
we are definitely a net positive. But the thing of it is men with the thinking that they have not evolved into full humanness because they will not allow themselves the ability to tap into their feminine side. That's not to say that you have to become full feminine. It's to become balanced. That's what balance is. Masculine and it's not either or, it's masculine and feminine. Women have to be masculine and feminine to be full human. And the reason why we are more fully human is because we are allowed to navigate and traverse between the two when it is necessary. Y'all will not allow yourselves to traverse between the two when it is necessary because you've been sold the lie of patriarchy and misogyny.
Masculinity is very rigid. It's very
It's
rigid. It's
very
not
rigid.
fluid at all. It's very rigid.
And that's why we have all the buildings and stuff. We got all these buildings and structures and phallic structures all throughout the globe
because men, they've got to see themselves in nature and tear down nature, which is fluid, which doesn't have any edges, which is, what is it? I can't think of the term. Um, I forgot what it's called. It has something to do with geometry. But anyway,
Geometric.
geometric, but it's another terminology. I can't remember. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. But yeah, so just it's okay to learn something new. That is what this time period is for you all. And this is why there is such a fight, because men like you guys, not you, but some of
Nah, you throw
you,
me in a bunch too. I'm with it. Okay.
some of you just will not listen to women who are just telling you be more human. It's not to be more woman. We
No.
all have the same energies. We all have the same energy running through the both of us. And so in order for us to be a more well-rounded society, everybody has to be masculine and feminine. And that makes a full human. It has nothing to
Facts.
do with somebody being more female or male. And y'all feel so threatened by people trying to tell you to be more human. And that's
Yep.
and that's all it is. We're just telling you to be more human.
That's facts. Appreciate that, Ocean's Love. Thanks for coming up.
You're welcome. I'll drop down.
No problem. You have a good night. Pretty Face, it was good.
Hi, how are you?
Great. How you doing?
I'm good. I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So I want to know, like, what is a man's ultimate goal when he is dating a woman?
I have no idea. I couldn't even begin to tell you what men's ultimate goal is. I could tell you in steps, maybe. I think the first goal is to have sex, and then after that, maybe to be in a relationship, maybe, and then after that, I don't know though. I don't know what men. I don't think men think that far ahead. To be honest with you, in most cases, I think men are just like, we had sex. Oh, she's cool people. I like her. I'll keep her around for a little while. Oh damn, we keep having sex, and she's still here, and she's decent. And maybe we can move in together. Let's move in together. Oh, she's okay, and let's get married. And we get married, we got kids, and that's how I think men minds work for the most part. We're not really that deliberate,
So
that
is it true
intentional.
that, like, the more distant the woman is, the more that they want to be involved with her and keep her in his life? Or is that false?
Nah, I don't think that. In general, I don't believe that. Maybe with some men, I don't know, but I don't believe that for most men. Appreciate you, Nick. Yeah, I don't know about that for yeah. In theory, that doesn't sound like most men what you're describing, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not the best. I'm terrible with dating advice. I'll be honest with you. I don't. I'm not a dating coach. I have fucking no clue. Yeah, but that's why I'd say that, like, I hate, like, can't do it. It's not for me. I'll answer your questions as honestly as possible, but I don't fucking know. I have no idea. So take
Okay,
everything I
when
say
you
with a
say
grain
you
of salt.
don't know, I'm kind of confused because, I mean, I listen to your lives a lot and you have a lot of knowledge. So I am shocked that you don't know.
Yeah, because I think that dating is. I think that I could talk about things from a systemic standpoint. You know what I'm saying? I could talk about systematic issues and systemic issues and political problems and stuff like that affect us interpersonally. I could talk about it from that perspective, but once you start talking about, like, actual, like, dating, which is to me very personal, I have no fucking idea. You know what I'm saying? I could tell you how I dated. I could tell you, you know what I mean? Like, I can give you, like, anecdotal whatever at best, but I would never ever ever venture to be on some, like, this is, whatever. I can say certain things I've learned from studies, from, just whatever. All types of stuff. Like, the best advice that I give men, because once again, I don't really have any advice for women, but the best advice I give men is to be nice to the women. And I know men, when they think of nice, they don't know what it means, but I'm saying, like, being nice, meaning, like, say yes more, not no. Don't walk around mad all the fucking time, and try to be a pleasant person, be kind, yeah, things of that nature. And the more kind and the more times that you say yes to your mate, the longer you guys will be together, right? Like, so I try to simplify it like that. I could say that, right? I read that in the study. I believe it. It makes a lot of sense. I see it in my relationship. Cool. Not denying your partner all the time. Hey, let's hold hands. No, I don't want to hold hands. Hold the hand. Oh, let's watch a movie. I don't want to watch a movie. Go watch the fucking movie. Let's go to bed. Go upstairs. No, I don't want to go. I'm not tired right now. Take your ass to bed. Like, just saying yes more is a good. That's being kind, being nice, right? I think that that's great advice in general for men. I think men need to practice that more. We don't practice it enough. Men walk around fucking angry all day long and bitter and shit like that because we think we deserve a goddamn Insta model or some shit, and we got a beautiful woman in front of us, but we want a Insta model. It's just weird. It's just a weird thing that happens with men's mind. So I can speak to stuff like that, but I don't. But you know. Who's supposed to pay on the first date? How much are you supposed to pay? How much is the engagement ring? But I don't know nothing about none of that shit. Couldn't even begin to tell you. No clue.
Okay, I don't want to ask this question. Do you feel that men know they need to be well accomplished in order to be with a woman that is beautiful and amazing? Or they just automatically think that they deserve a woman like that because they're men?
Yeah, the entitlement is real, but I also don't think men need to be well accomplished to be with a beautiful woman. I think beautiful people come in all, you know what I mean, forms and whatnot, and I think that men could be like not well accomplished. And when you say well accomplished, I'm just talking about like maybe like financially or something like that, or
Not just
maybe
financially, but education, you know?
educationally. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think that. I don't think men have to be either one of those things to find a beautiful woman or deserve a beautiful woman or whatever you want to say. I do think because I'm trying to get men to focus more on their character more than anything, right? I think that being a decent human being is the most important thing, not what you have accomplished. Because you can have accomplished a lot of shit and still be an asshole, right? You still gonna have to work on that character. So I say do the character first, do the character building first, or simultaneously, because then you don't have to choose, but do the character building first, and then, you know, let everything kind of go from there.
Okay.
Yo,
Well,
also,
thank
I
you.
don't think everybody is built, you know what I'm saying, to be in a relationship with somebody that is like what we would consider classically attractive, or you know what I'm saying,
that's facts.
like you know what I'm saying, beautiful. No, the dead ass though, because you know what I'm saying, like some people aren't really secure enough with themselves to be around with a beautiful woman. Because now every time you know what I'm saying, they see somebody else look at said beautiful woman, they're in their feels, or if you know now they checking their phone and you know what I'm saying, they want the password to their Instagram and all of that shit. Like not everybody's built for that. Nobody's
Okay,
built.
That's
Not
well,
facts.
everybody's
I'm
built
gonna
for that.
ask you this because you said that. So, would you agree that we should be with our match? You should be with someone that you are equally, you know, is that,
Yoked. You mean
yes.
as far as attractiveness is concerned, physical
Not just
attractiveness?
attractiveness, but I
Oh,
mean, I guess in your status in life, you should be with someone that you are, yeah,
most people are though.
that
Most
with your
people are with
equal.
their yeah. Most people are with their quote unquote equal in that regard. Like educated people mostly date educated people. You
Mm-hmm.
know, people who make $100,000 date people who make around $100,000. You know what I'm saying? Like so that already happens. I think your match should be more. You should both people should be whole, functioning, highly functioning human beings individually, and then come together, and then
Yeah,
I
like
think
you
that'll
know what I'm
give you
saying, have gone through therapy and unpacked their traumas
yeah,
first.
yeah. That type of stuff. Have done the work, right? Like have done the inner work. Like I think that's the best formula for success is two healed, healthy people coming together. I don't care what your background is. Honestly, if you get two healthy people in a relationship, that motherfucker gonna last forever. I can almost guarantee you get two healthy people and you put them in a relationship together. I don't care how much money they make. I don't care about how pretty she is or how fat he is or whatever. I don't give a fuck. You put two healthy people in a relationship, that motherfucker gonna ride till the wheels fall off. Generally speaking, but you know that's hard to find. But yeah,
Okay, thank you. I don't think your comment section likes me.
nah, it's all good. Don't worry. Hey, don't read the comments when you up here, pretty face. I try to. I'm gonna warn you. I'm gonna warn you. The
Okay.
comments is, you know, they be commenting, but you all good. But I appreciate you coming up.
All right, thank
Yeah, you good. Go ahead, Thor. I wanted to ask that question you was asking in the comments, fam. I read it, but I didn't get to see what it was. Go ahead, brother.
It was something about masculinity.
Yeah, what was
She said, okay, the lady that was up here previously, she said something about women have to be masculine and feminine. and I was like, the question was, how do women become, or how does women and masculinity, or women have to be masculine, whatever, something like that.
Like, where does it happen, or why does it happen? What do you
Like,
mean?
yeah, like in what way does a woman have to be masculine?
I don't see. That's what I'm saying. I personally don't. That's why I don't subscribe to these terms, because it just sounds stupid to me. What do you mean that women have to be masculine? Like, I don't believe in any of that. It's just
But that's what she said though.
no. I know. I got you. But that's why me personally, I don't subscribe to it, because it's like, now what are we talking about? What's masculine? What do we mean? Because
Right, and
everything
that's
that
what I was
women do,
asking her. Or
yeah, and it
that's what that comment was for her.
no, I understand. Um, that is. I thought that's what she said, Shan. I'm pretty sure that's what she said. That they have to be. She said
Yeah.
both, right? Yeah.
Yeah, she
Oh,
said
either or. Oh, you said either or, but she was saying both, right? That's what I thought.
yeah.
Yeah, I heard her say
Yeah,
both.
she was saying both.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was gonna ask her, because I also had like follow up questions, maybe to probably her answer, depending on how she answered it.
Got you. I got you. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't do. Y'all already know I don't do the masculine and feminine stuff. I think it's
What do you mean you don't do the
little.
masculine? What do you mean you don't do the masculine and feminine stuff?
I don't do the. I hate the terms. I think they're both
Gotcha.
stupid. I think they because every single time somebody says masculine, then I have to stop them and go, okay, what's masculine to you? Because it means something
And
different
then
to
they
everybody.
name something that could also be
Be
as
feminine,
well.
and I'm like, so we just talking about human
now that
traits.
makes
Just,
sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
just,
That makes
just
sense.
name the human characteristic and let's move on. Like, stop fucking putting shit in masculine and feminine. This is the human
Yeah, no,
characteristic.
I agree with you. I agree with you, especially like when like grown men host whole lives crying about other grown men.
What is that? That's
Soft.
masculine?
Soft.
But that's masculine though. That's some
I
masculine
guess so.
shit.
I guess so.
Yeah, I think that's what she was getting at when she said that. That's why she said, like, seeing the humanity in us all. Like, I think that was her point, that, like, we're all human beings. We all carry all of these characteristics that you would attribute to masculinity or femininity. All human beings carry or can exhibit those characteristics at the end of the day. And the more we all try to exhibit both of that ends of the spectrum, the more human like we all will be. That was her point.
Yeah, that's what I got from it too. Did you want to say? Did you want? Oh, go ahead. Motivational.
Okay, so I'm trying to understand. You say you don't like the term of masculine or feminine. So, because you said the specifics of how one describes masculine or feminine, correct?
No, I'm saying that when people say, typically what happens is, in my experience, people will attribute, especially men, they will attribute anything negative to femininity. So if you cry, oh, that's feminine, as if that's a negative, right? If you are soft, meaning just like nurturing and empathetic and things of that nature, that's feminine. If you yeah, they use it as a negative. It's never. It's almost men almost never refer to things that are feminine as positives unless you press them and you ask them to, what are some feminine traits or whatever. Like, I go back to this famous quote by Jay-Z when he says, males shouldn't be jealous. That's a female's trait. That's crazy. Jealousy is a female's trait? Says who? Men aren't jealous. Cain and Abel were the first. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So everything, they just classify everything that they view to be negative as feminine, because men generally hate women, generally speaking. So anything that can be attributed to a woman negative, everything negative they will attribute to femininity, because they attribute it to being a woman because they hate women. So they go, oh, jealousy, that's a female's trait, and that's why women should be subjugated, because they're feminine. You know what I mean? They're
Okay.
jealous, devilish beings or whatever the fuck they say. Right? Go ahead.
No, that's very interesting.
That would
because
when it comes
No. I'm listening. I'm motivational talking. Go ahead, brother. Finish
because
motivation.
if you're talking about masculine or feminine, I don't see feminine traits as being a negative thing. Like I don't see being empathetic a negative thing. Jealousy, I mean, that's just being more secure with herself and working on yourself. Like I say, if you're jealous about somebody else or what they have or what they've accomplished, then work on yourself to accomplish something that you did not accomplish before. Learn a new skill set. whatever you need to do to work on yourself
But most men don't,
to
though.
improve
I hear what
yourself.
you're saying. No, for you may not feel like that, but most men don't think like that about femininity. That's what I'm saying. Most men don't. Most men attribute, like I said, the majority of the negative attributes to femininity. And then when you
Okay.
ask them what masculinity is, they say stupid shit like protection and providing, as if women don't protect and provide. What's masculine? What are masculine characteristics?
Certainly not beating your kid. Never mind. I'm not gonna bring that shit back up.
Oh, come on, John. We passed that, man.
Yeah, man. Like I said, bro, I respected you for your perspective. It's that simple.
I will also say most men consider like everything negative they attribute to femininity until a woman does it, and then it's masculine. Like everything negative that a woman does that they don't like, that's masculinity. Everything negative that a man does that they don't like, that's femininity.
That's facts. They use it in reverse, yeah. Like when women are loud, they say, "That's you being masculine." If a man is loud, they say, "Man, you acting like a woman. You acting like a bee."
Right. Exactly. So it just depends on who's doing it and how they feel about it. So like if I'm abrasive or aggressive or dominant because I'm a woman, that's masculine. But you as a man, if you're aggressive and abrasive and dominant, that's fine. You're a masculine man. But if you're, like whatever they don't like, it depends on who it's coming from. Like if I don't like the way you're acting as a woman, you're masculine. If I don't like the way you're acting as a man, you're feminine. There's really no like hard definition for what either of those terms are.
Hey, Shannon, to be honest with you, that has a lot to do with, especially in the black community, that's a lot to do with why, you know what I'm saying, men are so transphobic, especially when it comes to
100%.
when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, trans women. Like that is the reason.
100%. 100%. Go ahead, Thor.
No, because I was gonna ask if that is the case, then why? And that's why I always ask this question to women, because I hear them say, "Oh, I have to be both the man and the woman in like or in my life or whatever the case is, or I have to be both masculine and feminine." And I'm like, okay, so that what is the masculine part that that you have to do?
Fighting
And
bears, bringing in groceries, changing light bulbs, taking out the trash, mowing the lawn.
Yeah, that's probably what they're referring to. I mean, I don't really hear a lot of women say they have to be a man and a woman.
okay,
But usually when people say like I said, they have to be masculine and feminine, it's just saying that we all have both of those traits and we all should aim to do that. But yeah, usually if you hear a woman saying, "Oh, I have to be the man and the woman," what public said is what they're talking about. Like they have to do all those what is considered traditionally masculine things and the traditionally feminine things.
okay,
Masturbating right before you get ready to nut, and then not getting there and stopping.
okay. So,
Wow.
and I have a question, not to that part, but I have a question to what Shenanigans said, or I guess public too. Um, wouldn't that, because I said those very same things, cutting grass, doing dishes, cooking, cleaning, blah blah blah. I've said all those things, and what I've been told by women was that is considered adulting. So wouldn't that
Because it
be the
is.
same?
It is.
Because it
No,
is.
no.
That's facts.
I agree with that part. But when I ask that question to some other women, they're like, no, there are certain things that men do and women do, and if a woman does what a man is supposed to do, then that's not considered adulting. It's something else, or whatever the case is.
What are men supposed to
We're
do?
Stepping
not
out
all
of
the
her
same,
role. Pretty
Thor.
much.
Women.
I don't know what men are. I don't know what men are supposed to do though. I don't know. What are men
So,
supposed to do? I don't get it.
like when you're in a relationship, right? And I'm not giving you a relationship advice. I'm just telling you that what makes the most sense, right, from a logical standpoint. When you're in a relationship, whoever is the best at a task should be the person doing said task. Whoever's the most equipped to do something. Like if she's terrible at cooking, why are you gonna have her cook? Especially if you know how to. And if you're, you know what I'm saying, if that person is terrible at cleaning, Why would you have them clean? Especially if you know how to. So whoever's the best
learn.
equipped at washing clothes should wash clothes. Whoever the best equipped at cooking should be the person who cooks. Whoever the best equipped at cleaning should be the person that clean. And if y'all suck at all of that shit, I hope you got good jobs so you can hire people to do all of them.
I
So
say
so then
learn how to fucking
exactly
cook
what
and
I
clean
and
and
that's
fold up them
exactly what I
goddamn.
said and thought.
so that's my statement is if that's the situation, that's just basic adulting that both should know how to do efficiently.
Right.
You just pick the
Yeah, we
person
agree
who's
with you on
best
that.
at it.
I mean, because my thing is, I know how to
Or
do all
like
that stuff.
Public said, you both learn to do it so y'all can help each other out. Because sometimes that pick who's best means, oh, you're.
Well, yeah. I mean, but hold on. But that's from unhealed, you know what I'm saying? Like people who aren't really invested in
Trying
the
to,
relationship.
A lot of men will take advantage. That's what men do all the time. Well, I just can't load the dishwasher. Weaponize the combat. I just suck at loading dishwashers. I can't figure out how to do it. Nigga, you better look on
listen,
the YouTube.
I have to be the person. I hate washing dishes, but I have to be the person that loads the dishwasher though. Cause I hate when shit is just randomly scattered about in the dishwasher. It drives me nuts.
It don't get clean too. That's the reason. So you gotta pack it in a certain way.
I'm like, nope, this ain't it. I'd be going in the dishwasher and moving shit back around.
Like Tetris.
Hold on. See, I got yelled at by one of my exes because I wash dishes differently than she do. Like I wash the dishes.
Y'all had other problems, friend.
Hold on. I wash the dishes in the sink first and then load them in the dishwasher and run the dishwasher that way.
That's how you're supposed to do.
Everybody do that.
So then she got mad. She got mad and yelled at me. That's not how you do the dishes. Well, then why don't you do the dishes?
Wait. What was her suggestion?
She just told me to throw them in the dishwasher.
She was wrong.
I just told
you
her
know what you should have did. You should have said, okay, I'm gonna throw them in the dishwasher and let's see how clean they get. And then we pulled them out and they had shit sticking all of them. Say, see, this is why you're not supposed to do it. You're supposed to clean them first. You got to pre-wash them, got to soak them, and then you put them in the dishwasher. Simple as that. She'd have went, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I said there was deeper issues.
The communication was definitely fucked.
Yes, there was some other shit going on.
Yeah, but
there was definitely some other shit
what,
going on.
Like that's pretty much all I wanted to know was the whole the whole adulting thing and yeah. But
yeah, being an adult ain't hard.
It ain't.
No, it's simple, but it's hard. You know what I mean? It's definitely a lot of work, but it's simple though. You know exactly what to do. You just got to do the shit. That's the hardest part. Tricking your brain into doing it.
Now, I just want to say, man, I appreciate the respectful conversation, host. Man, you stay respectful the whole time, so respect you for that. Man, you guys have a blessed evening, man. So
you too, brother.
I'm gonna get on out, man.
Stop beating your kids.
I was gonna tell you, leave them kids alone, man.
Yeah, leave them kids alone, bro. Yeah, stop.
We love them babies, man. We love them babies. That's all it is. It ain't nothing to it. I appreciate you though. Yeah, man. Hey, man. 239, 240,000. We almost there.
Somebody had asked me to expound upon like what I said earlier. Do you mind if I do that real quick?
No, please do.
Yeah, so like the existence of transgender women makes a lot of men question, you know what I'm saying? Like it threatens their masculinity. It makes them question their own masculinity. And that's what makes them transphobic. It leads to transphobia because they're questioning their own masculinity. Here, when you take, you know what I'm saying, like when you take a group of individuals within a society and you arbitrarily place them at the top of a social hierarchy simply because they were born with a penis, and then they can't, you know what I'm saying, like they can't fulfill the roles expected of them at the top of this social hierarchy, like be a leader, you know what I'm saying, and like be strong all the time and be in control all the time, you know, and things of that nature, then they start to question that's why we see men with such fragile egos all the time. That's specifically why we see men with such fragile egos, and that's why they feel threatened by by transgender women.
Sounds good. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. Nick, what's good? Oh, Nikki. Sorry. I said Nick. Nikki, what's good?
I did not mean to hit that.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
No, I don't even know how I did that.
You've been in the queue for a minute, so I was like, hey, well, let's bring her up. But I appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem. Sure.
All right.
I'll come up one day.
All right. Whenever you ready. Yeah, man. Y'all go.
Got to.
Okay. All right, Thor. Yeah, man. Where we at? 53. All right, man. Don't forget, keep the live alive. Bang the cash out one time for your boy. Let's keep it going. We in the final hour. I'm gonna try to bring up some of these. God damn, there's so many people in this. Okay. Star was good.
Hey. Okay, I've been waiting for a while and I was like starting to be like, oh, I'm never gonna get to talk. But I
here now?
understand you have a lot of people probably, so
Yeah.
I had a question, okay? So I let me think how I can say this. Like I am obviously like I'm a white woman, I'm very white. Like there's literally nothing to me that's anything besides white. Like I don't know if I have any ancestors that were black, but I do get curious like way back when, like I'm like was there ever, like someone um and like cuz I've been talking about that with my boyfriend cuz he's black and white. But and he said, like once like people marry
Once you go
different,
black. Oh.
yeah. Once people marry different ethnicities, like it trickles down and like how people like they'll have a little bit of a different ethnicity in their bloodline, but they may not know that because it doesn't show up like physically, like way down the line.
Ethnicities don't show up in bloodlines because they're not.
Okay, I guess maybe I'm not saying the right thing. Like, I don't know how to explain. Like, for example, his mom's white and his dad's black. He has a nephew who's like white looking, but he's got black, he's got a black grandpa. Like,
So
does that make sense?
That makes sense.
What is going on?
I'm not understanding. What was it? Did you have a question or something like that?
Yeah, sorry,
so
I'm getting to it.
Okay, I got you. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm obviously, I'm with a black man. He's half black, and I'm a white person, and my son, we're gonna have a son, so he's gonna be.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm really excited. My boyfriend said that means he's like 25% black.
No, that's not how that works, friend. That's not how that works.
Okay, well, look,
I'm like,
yeah. So let me just
I just
give
want
it.
to be educated.
Sure. Let me
because,
just explain it as easily as I possibly can. Right. So being black is based on phenotypical traits, and
that's all it is.
In certain cultural, like depending on what society you live in, like what colloquial understanding of race is within said society, because black is not the same here as it is in South Africa. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, but it's based on phenotypical characteristics for the most part. So whatever your child phenotypically is what they are. So if that child is phenotypically white, then they are in fact white. I don't care how many black ancestors they have. I don't care how many black people, you know what I'm saying, they know. They're a white person. And if they're phenotypically black, then they are black. There's no, like, black isn't biological. It's not in your genes. It's not like in your DNA.
Race isn't biological.
Yeah.
So
race is not biological. So there's no percentage of black. There's no percentage of white.
Yeah.
I feel
you basically either look black. If you look black, you're black. If you look white, you're white. Like, because you're going to be treated that way. So you kind of don't get to determine.
I get that. So then, so like, I was just, well, I guess that, I don't know if that takes away my question then. I don't know. Cause like, I don't know how my son will look. Like, I really don't know.
He gonna look like a white person.
Why are you worried about it? Yeah, I was about to say, why are you concerned about it?
Your son gonna be a white person. You good. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm not concerned like that. I'm concerned like, because I'm white, I want to be able to say he came out like darker. I want to be able to understand his life. Like
You'll never be able to understand what it's like to be a black person in a society in which you're not black.
Star, you good though. Your husband or boyfriend is half. You straight. Don't even worry about it. You good. You have a white baby.
I think people are getting offended, and I think that's not.
No.
Well, I mean.
No,
I ain't offended.
It is. I'm not offended, but it is a bit odd to come into a space full of black people and just start talking about white people problems.
Okay, I mean, I listen to black people talk about their problems all day, and I don't have a problem with that.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay, look, this isn't coming off right, and that might be because I I don't know how to say what's going
I
like
just
what
want to know, how did you come to this question or this point of of s- of speaking when the prompt has nothing to do with that?
well, I really thought that like this was a safe space to just ask questions, you know?
Nah,
Nah.
I ain't gonna even hold you. This is not a safe space. Have you been
Look,
paying attention to
okay,
these comments?
I feel like I'm coming off totally racist right now, and that hurts that hurts my heart. That's not
A little
Oh
bit.
like
no.
I don't want to give that impression whatsoever.
It's
Like
okay.
I
So
hate
look,
that that's how it's showing
it's
up
okay,
right
Star.
now.
I'm just half of what I'm saying. I'm joking, but I'm dead serious though. I'm being dead serious though right now. You don't. Your kid's gonna probably. I'm just being fair. Your kid's probably gonna be white, right? He's probably gonna look like a white person. I don't think you have anything to worry about. If your child looks like a black person, um, you won't really know what it's like to be a black person. But you do know, you do kind of, you understand oppression to some extent. You're a woman, you know what I'm saying? You could probably relate on some level. But yeah, but you won't really know what it's like to be what he's going through
Right.
if
And
he
I get that. Yeah. I
yeah.
totally get that. And like
That's fine. Just be empathetic. Do the same thing any parent would do. Just be empathetic and listen and let him educate you. You'll figure
okay.
it out. It won't be hard. As long
I
as you listening to the kid, you'll know.
I was trying to get to a question that's more towards the prompt. So
Okay,
if
let's
everyone
get to
can
that
kind
one.
of just like be patient with me. I know you guys have to put up with a lot of shit from white people all the time. And
I
like,
really don't put up with a lot of stuff from white people. I'll be honest with you.
okay, well
I
Wait,
really don't. That's
that's
a
good.
that's
I'm
a good thing
glad.
about my life. I don't. I
wait.
don't.
I can I go first because I have to go back to work. I'm on my lunch
Okay,
break.
go ahead, Bula. Go ahead, Bula.
Okay, so I had to drop earlier because I forgot what the heck I was saying because I have ADHD. So back to what we were talking about. Remember when you were saying that women are more human because we have empathy? So I always love talking ish about my dad, but let me just say something positive about him real quick. So like the best parenting my dad did was when he was like more quote unquote feminine, like when he was teaching me empathy. So I'll give you a little anecdote. So when I was younger, I was like super emo. I used to listen to like Coheed and Cambria and stuff. So I really wanted to go to a concert, but um my dad was super scared. Anyways, he ended up coming with me, which was crazy because he's South Asian. He doesn't understand rock and roll at all. And then like he was with me and I was in the line to the concert. It was in San Francisco and there was a lot of homeless people there and I was scared of them and my dad was like, "You don't need to be scared of them. They're just struggling, like it's all good. Like they're still people." And that was like the best parenting he ever did because I still remember that, you know?
Yeah,
And
that's
then
good.
the other thing I wanted to talk about was how we were speaking about how Mr. Jones actually had mentioned that that men hate trans women in particular because it makes them question their masculinity. I would like to push back on that just a bit and just say people in general hate trans people because it reminds them that gender isn't real and it's a construct. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I gotta go back to work, but thank you for letting me up because
No problem,
I had
Bula.
to get that out. And Stargirl, like, I don't know. Never mind. I don't got nothing for you. All right, gotta
You
go.
good? Why you crying, baby? Okay, go ahead, Stargirl.
Well, I mean like this is brutal. I'm trying here, but like people don't really know me, so it's hard when I say something that's rude and offensive and I didn't mean it that way. And it's like I'm trying to communicate in a way that's super respectful. So if you guys would just give me patience, I'll, like I also get nervous to talk on lives, and sometimes you're like nervous and you say something totally out of pocket that's not like in line with what like it
You
just like
mean like you have to listen to black people problems all day, every day?
so yeah, that came out totally, that I can see like that came out offensive as fuck,
You
and I'm
think?
so sorry. Like I I honestly think I'm really nervous and like, yeah, I just really
It's
hope
all
you
right, Star
guys.
Girl. Just get to the question. The more concise you are, the less opportunity you have to fuck up. Just get to the point. We
Okay.
listening.
It's like trying to rap and then you just say some random shit.
Yeah, you good. You be
I'm
trying to rap.
sorry. What?
What?
You be
What
trying to
is
rap.
going on, bro? I feel like I'm being trolled now. I
Wait,
feel like
I'm
I'm being
sorry,
trolled
what?
now. Now I feel like I'm being trolled.
Okay, you know what? I think you guys like I don't know like what's going on here, but honestly, I'm starting to feel really uncomfortable. Like I want
Okay.
to join this because I really like this live and I respect y'all and
I
I
got you.
hope
Just
that
ask the question, Star Girl. I'm listening to you. We just joking. Just ask the question. I'm listening.
okay.
You're good.
All right. So anyways, I was wondering like because I'm gonna have a son. I wasn't expecting to have a son because I wasn't expecting to have kids. I didn't think I could. Um when I listen to you talk as the host, as a man grown up, and how you speak about women, you're extremely respectful. You're so like you're well. I don't know if this was how you were just raised or it's something that you learned on your own, like you took your own path there. I'm super impressed and honestly like I want to raise my son to be respectful of others and himself and just have that sort of like composure and confidence in himself like you do. What would you say like I don't know, would you have any advice for me since like he's literally, from a newborn, like any advice about influences or things that I can, try to help with him with so that um he learns to like treat others with respect and just be a genuinely good person and enjoy his life?
I'm glad you
Lead
asked
by
that.
example.
That's great. Also, I have a book. It's in my bio. It's called "A Tale of Consent and Respect." It's a good one. It's a children's book. But yeah, no, I mean, start young. Start to lay the foundation down early with them. As far as like, this didn't happen for me, by the way. To answer your question, I was not taught this stuff early. I had to learn it real late in life.
Okay, I
But
get that.
but yeah, so like I said, nobody taught me about consent, even, and thank goodness I didn't really ever struggle with the idea of consent for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
But consent and respect and things like integrity and accountability and don't coddle him and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I think that's really really important. But also, how's your boyfriend? Is he
Oh,
where's
my
he at?
boyfriend is like amazing. He's just super
That's
overwhelmed
good.
right now. And I feel like when I bring up these conversations, he's so tired with all the work he does to support us and everything he's doing right now. And I don't want to overwhelm him. So I thought like, hey, why don't I ask some questions here so he can kind of, he's an amazing guy. He's great with kids. He's respectful of women, all that. I'm not worried about his influence.
Okay.
I'm thinking for myself as a mother, how can I be a good mother to a son and be a good influence?
Oh, no, you good. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. But I don't think it's to a son. I think it's just to people in general. I think this feels like something definitely you and your a suggestion out just for having kids. I would say talk to your partner about it a lot. Like, don't that overwhelm shit is not something that can fly in this instance. Like, I don't care how many hours he works, he got to be able to have these conversations with you. And
Oh, and he
because you
would.
don't.
I'm sure he would. I guess maybe I was just feeling like I don't want
Yeah,
to bother him
that's
or
what I'm saying.
whatever.
Don't. You
Yeah.
can't. He gotta be there for the whole thing because you can't go through it alone, right? As a pregnant,
Right.
you don't
No, and he
you
doesn't
don't get
make
the
me.
cut
I
off
think we
being
just.
pregnant.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're always working. Your body's always working. You're always tired and
Right.
things of
Yeah.
that
No, that's
nature.
true.
So yeah, only talk to him about it, and y'all need to figure out a plan, and then go and go from there. But I mean you guys are good. Like you got it. It ain't that. It's really not that difficult. You know what it takes. The characteristics that make people be decent human beings. Just teach them those things, and be consistent. And like Mr. Jones said, number one thing is leading by example. My son specifically, that little fucking smart ass. If you don't do it, he won't do it. I'll put it like that. If you don't
Okay.
do it,
Yeah.
he
That
won't
makes
do it.
sense.
I'm just telling you. I'm gonna tell you that right now. If you don't do it, he won't do it. That little boy. Oh my God, I've been called out so many times for things that I'm like,
Hmm.
hey, go do this, and he'd be like, but Daddy doesn't do it, and I'm like,
Right.
oh
Right.
shit. Okay. So they pay
Yeah.
attention. So Yeah, but you'll be
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Good luck. Good luck with the pregnancy. Come back. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. I'm excited.
You too.
And I truly appreciate all the work you do to talk about these issues because I understand how difficult it can be, and you really come to the space with such like an open mind. A lot of women, a lot of us don't get that space to feel like we're heard, and it's not an easy job. So I just wanted to say, if I offended anyone once again, like I can talk stupid
Don't
and
worry
not
about
actually
that.
believe that
You're
stuff,
good. You're
like
good. Don't sweat it. We hear you. No, it's
yeah.
all respect. Don't worry about it. You're good. All right, Star Girl. Have a great night. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. Yeah. Good luck to her with that baby. Yeah, man. Them baby, y'all be a little. Y'all know what it's like being pregnant, man. Y'all know the brain be getting mushy. I'll get that baby brain. I think my wife lost about, if I had to ask her, I think she lost like 18-20% of her memory after. But I don't know what the fuck. She used to remember everything. And then like after that first baby, it was like, man. And after the second baby, it dropped a little bit too. I was like, damn.
Bro,
that baby brain was
I'm going to
crazy.
be honest with you. I was wildly uncomfortable. She said she was uncomfortable. I'm like, ma'am, I'm uncomfortable.
We was all uncomfortable. I was just trying to move it along, man. I didn't want to be a dick. I was like, all right. You gotta help. You gotta meet the people where they are, bro. Ain't no need.
I just figured out another thing I don't like about you. I don't like how empathetic you are.
Come on, man. I just don't want to be up here on some like, get the fuck out of here. You make me feel uncomfortable. A lot of people make me feel. You know what was more uncomfortable than that? Talking to that man about laying hands on his little baby. That made me more uncomfortable. I was very uncomfortable having that conversation. That shit is enraging. I don't like that conversation ever. That shit pisses me off every single time.
No,
I would never not
really
be mad.
either. That's one of the worst conversations to have, bro. Because I used to get the dog shit beat out of me, bro. I'm not even lying.
A lot of people did. A lot of people got the dog shit beat out of them.
I mean, some of that shit was for no reason.
Oh yeah, you already know.
It's raining outside.
Go get a switch.
Like, hold on, what? Bro, I don't control the weather.
Now you hate the rain.
I legitimately do. You laughing? That's another reason. That's another reason I don't like you, because you laughing at my pain.
I'm not laughing. I'm thinking that's terrible, but it's also a little funny. I ain't gonna even hold you that now you hate the rain because they used to beat your ass when it rained. That's fucked up. That's terrible. They used to be my I wasn't getting whooped that much. I got whooped till I was about 6. That was my last whooping. 6 or 7, somewhere around there, and I didn't get no more. So
now one day I finally said, I'm like, yo, you're not fitting to beat me no more, bro.
Enough.
I was like, yo, I'm not that small and you're not that big. Like, I literally said that. I'm not that small, you're not that big.
When you grab that belt for the first time,
right? At some point, this is gonna be a fight. So I was like, what you want to do? You want to just stop beating me, or you want to fight me? Which one is it?
They were like, okay. Hey, so you thought you was Bruce Leroy? You grabbed that motherfucker. You had the glow. You had the glow. That fool grabbed that belt and started glowing. His parents were like, oh shit, we need to back up off this motherfucker. You tripping. Oh my God.
You get the crazy look in your eye, where your eyes get real big.
You did the monologue, Michael Jackson monologue in Bad, huh? You was like,
you ever get so mad? You ever get so mad your face starts shaking and shit?
Yes, especially as a kid. I used to be mad like a white boy. I ain't gonna even lie. I slam my door and be in the room like, I hope he gets hit by a bus.
Yo, I packed up all my shit so many times when I was a kid, bro.
I just was telling my son that I ran away at like 8. I just told him that story like last week.
I'm out of here, bro. I'm gonna take this can of beans.
I'm sick of y'all.
6 slices of bread.
Oh, you put food in your bag?
I sure the fuck did, bro. I wasn't about to be out in the streets hungry.
I didn't plan that far ahead. I think I put like three GI Joes.
I would
and,
definitely grab my GI Joes, but I didn't have no way to cook none of this food.
You couldn't open up the can.
I just had a can of beans, no way to open it, no way to heat it up. It's just a can of beans.
So you was thinking you was smart. I give you that. You was smarter than me. I didn't think about no food. I just grabbed a backpack. I don't even think I put no sweater in it or nothing because it was like summer, like spring, summer. So it wasn't even cold. I was like, man, And yeah, I just walked to the gate and then I stayed out. But look, I scared him though because I stayed outside past the time.
Yeah, the
I had him
lights
looking
was
for
on.
me. Lights was on. I had him looking for me, calling my name. I can hear him too. He was calling my name loud. I was in the cut.
I went straight to my cousin's house. And I went straight to my cousin's house. I told him, my cousin was like, "What are you doing here?" I was like, "Bro, I ran away."
Hey, somebody said they brother ran away with dog biscuits.
I told my cousin, I ran away. He said, you know, my dad's gonna beat you if he finds you here. I'm like, that's why I ran away from my house.
Oh man, you ran straight out the frying pan into the fire.
So look, I was like, look, bro. I was like, I'm just hide until, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna hide till they go to bed, and then you know what I'm saying. Then I'll come out and I'll just sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like on the bed or on the floor or whatever. And I said they don't ever come in the room in the morning, so they'll just leave to go to work, and I'll be fine. And then you know what I'm saying? We got to laughing in the middle of the night. My uncle walked in the room.
Oh my God!
What is you doing here?
He didn't whoop you though.
Yes, he did.
He did?
Yes, and then called my parents. My parents came and got me, and I got a whooping when I got home too.
Damn, not 2 whoopings.
There was a whole night full of whoopings.
They had to catch me.
So I was like, I'm running away. I was like, you know what? I'm running away tomorrow too. So
for real,
y'all thought y'all ate.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. Them niggas would have had to catch me. Them niggas would have had to catch me. I'm fat. Hey, around like 10, it wasn't too many motherfuckers in my family that could catch me. Like even grown men, cause maybe my Uncle Ken, he was kind of fast, but everybody else now, by 12 for sure, I was dusting everybody. So you gonna have to catch me. I was in that motherfucker, 4 flat, faster than lightning. What's up, baby?
Fast as fuck, boy.
Fast as fuck, boy. Bro, that fool messed up my damn life.
Y'all got me crying. I came up here to say, like, when y'all talk about grabbing that belt for the first time, man, you do that shit. They on the phone telling the whole family you kicked their ass.
Hold on. What you said? How old was you when you got your last butt whooping, bro?
I think I was like 6 or 7.
Yeah, I don't like you for that too.
I was not.
No, but
and I remember what it was.
To the list. I got a whole list. You want to see my list?
Nah, hold on. No. Wait, I got. Go ahead, Katie.
No, I'm saying like you grabbed the belt for the first time. You're defending yourself. I hear her on the phone like, yo, she swung on me. I'm like, no.
That's a lot of in the background. Like you lying.
I'm like, you telling the whole family I kicked your ass and I just grabbed it. Like, goddamn.
I can't grab a belt. See what I'm saying? At some point, the kids, yeah, man, the kids gonna swing back. The slaves revolted too. That's what I'm saying. Everybody get tired of getting whooped at some point. Like that's all I'm telling y'all. At some point, somebody gonna nut up. That's it. That's all I want to tell you.
No, exactly that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to tell motivation. Like, bro, at some point, you not gonna be able to fight back. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you know, like they're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna retaliate. I did.
And they be on some shit like, oh, help me find the belt. I'm like, you think I'm about to help you?
My dad bought a belt. Like a big, like the fucking belt was like this thick, bro. I'm not even joking. Not like the thickness, but like this wide, I should say.
Yeah,
it's like this wide. And then he wrote my name on it in Sharpie, and then put a thumbtack, in the wall and hung it next to my bedroom door. You got to be some kind of sick, bro.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah, that's wild, bro. Yeah, we gonna stop. Yeah, we got to put an end to that shit. This generation, we can't do it.
That's what I said when I was like, when I grow up, man, I'm never gonna put my hands on my kids. I was like, that shit is nuts, man.
That's a good way to learn how to parent, man. In life, just in life in general, just do the opposite of the things.
Yeah,
that
the
piss you off
opposite
all
of
the time.
everything that y'all did. I'm gonna do that.
Super easy. That's how I started. That's where I started from, and then you develop other skills. But like that's how I was like, all right, all that I don't like that. I don't like being ignored. I'm gonna talk to my baby.
Like I'm not, you know what I'm saying, a perfect parent by any stretch of the imagination.
Not at all.
But you know what I'm saying? I was like, I know what I'm not gonna do.
Yeah, that's good. I could not do that.
Right, exactly. Yeah, like I could
babies.
just not do that. Like that's not a good start.
That's crazy. Hey y'all, my baby just told me I gotta end the live though. I ain't gonna even. Speaking of babies, he's celebrating. But yeah, I gotta go. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Keep that list together, Jones.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna add shit too. As a matter of fact, I had some people texting me some more shit to tell you, so I'm gonna put it on the list.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna get back. You know what I'm gonna do?
What?
Tomorrow, because Dangerous are early every morning at 8:30. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna screenshot one of the pictures from like one of your videos, and I'm gonna put you on the background, and I'll have at least 10 more things to start the morning.
That's crazy.
Why?
Come on, man.
Why I don't like pups? Hey, listen. You know why? You know I really don't like you. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the last one. I promise. This is the one reason I really don't like you, because it used to be me on the backgrounds that they talked about. And they're not talking about me no more. They talking about you now. So,
that's because you be talking about Trump, man. You don't be pissing them off no more. You talk about Trump, they don't care. They don't care about Trump. They not
you know what I'm saying? Like my face ain't in the background no more, so I feel some kind of way.
Nah, man, you gotta get underneath their skin again. You in the background on some. You probably on some different people backgrounds, but not on the.
Yeah. Like where's Dr. Julio? Where's Black Guru when you need him? Black Guru, you ain't been relevant in a while. Come holler at your boy.
Nah, he don't do that. He don't put people in the background no more. He don't. Oh, did he ever used to do that? I don't feel like.
Oh yeah, he did it to me multiple times.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know he used to do that. That's funny.
Oh yeah,
okay.
bro.
Yeah. He learned. I like. He's smart. I ain't gonna even hold him for that. He the most savvy on that side.
The fact that he took our debate and posted it on his YouTube and it didn't go the way he thought it went. I was like, bro, that didn't go the way you thought it was gonna go at all, bro.
But he got the engagement though.
Huh? He definitely got the engagement. Yo,
that's what he
but
wanted.
people followed him, you know what I'm saying? Because they thought that it was the other way around. Because they were like, there's no way in the world that this fool posted a video of him getting dog walked like this. Like, there's no way that happened. But that's exactly what happened. But he's had the same amount of followers the whole time. Like, it just never increased. Crazy. It stayed the same the whole time.
I remember you told me that, and I looked. I was like, yeah, that fool I ain't seen any numbers go up in a cool minute.
Ever.
Oh, well. But he be going live every night. Hey, but my numbers is jumping. Yeah, that's somebody said he is. Hey, my numbers is jumping. Jones' numbers is jumping. We doing something right. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with us tonight, man. Thank you, Mr. Jones. I appreciate y'all rocking with us. We had a good time. Are you not entertained? Bang the cash out one time on the way out. $1 a do. I love y'all. It was fun. Shout out to the best mods in the business. Shout out to all the new subscribers, all the old subscribers. The comments was crazy, as usual. I figured something out. I ain't gonna even hold y'all in the comments. I figured something out about y'all in the comments. I thought they were scared of me. They really scared of y'all. That's what I found out this week. I had several dudes tell me that they was like, oh, y'all, you be letting them women in your comment, you be letting them women bully me and bully us. And I was like, doing the math, I was like, wait, I don't even be having it. I usually just bring up one or two of you dudes at a time. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, it's the comments. And then the dudes, when they be up here, they be like, oh man, I gotta cut the comments off. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, y'all gotta stop reading the comments, fam. Haters, come back tomorrow. We love y'all, man. We love y'all too. Ops, you can come back tomorrow. We'll start the clock over on you tomorrow. Very fragile superheroes. Oh man, fragile superheroes is perfect. I don't know. Yeah, superheroes are often fragile when you think about it, right? Batman is completely unstable. Superman is completely unstable. Yeah. Scary John Wicks. Scary John Wicks. Yeah, man. I appreciate you, Darlene, man. Appreciate everybody that banged the Cash App tonight, man. Bang it one more time on the way out for a hater, like Kay would say. Kay, I brought you up here twice, and your shit cycled out, and you didn't come up. I don't know what happened, though. I ain't gonna even lie. I don't know what happened. John Wimps. That's a bar. That's a bar. You missed the show, kid. Oh, man, don't worry. I'm going to post it on YouTube in a minute. It was a funny show. We had a good show tonight. Neuro Spicy, don't worry. We're going to post it on YouTube. Follow the YouTube page if you haven't already. If you got any questions about what you should tell your kids, I got a book in my bio. Hit the book. Come join the Discord. Have fun with us. We be in there cooking. We be in there having fun. I gotta go through the Discord. I gotta see who in there. I feel like some ops is in there, so I'm about to get to kicking some people. We gonna clean it out. I don't even know how to make mods, so I gotta do it on my own. What up, Bula? Appreciate you. Shout out to Best of Club Pub. We got some things going on that page. You know, a couple videos. We got the live from yesterday on there. It's funny. Yeah, the Discord is great. I love it. It feel like home in the Discord. We just gotta watch out for the ops. We know the ops is in there because I ain't cleaning it up. So I'm gonna go through. Coco Super Red Pill. What happened, Bula? I think Bula talking about y'all in the comments. Y'all was bullying Bula. You already know Bula when you come up here, they gonna say some wild shit. Hey, Paige, I appreciate you. Thank you. Banging the Cash App on the way out, man. Put something in the collection plate. We don't care if it jingle or fold. It don't matter. We takes it all. How do you join the Discord? It's in my bio. LJ looking for SD. What's that? What's that SD? I don't know what that is. Yeah. All right. Bye. All right, y'all. I'm out.